Number and red glow. And in the on deck circle, Marie Castillo.
Okay, this is Two Men On with Ben Monk.
There you go.
Oh my God! It's Friday, Albuquerque!
You know what that means? That means the boys are down at Safe House.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Art walk tonight. I think. Does weather affect art walk? Okay, it is art walk tonight.
Rain or shine or spilt paint.
Yeah, first Friday. You want to paint? Come down to Safe House tonight. Are we doing nude models tonight? Is that what we're doing? Safe House?
I believe this is wild. There will be a scantily clad, if not completely nude.
Oh, okay. Sorry. No, just scanty. Just scanty, we learned.
Scantily clad.
Yeah. If you want to paint actual nude models, go down to Knockout Spelling for the next.
Oh, wait, hold on. Never mind.
Yeah, but there's some.
Go to the other one.
There's some news for you. r/Albuquerque, right, boys? Actually, it's a sad story. That whole
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah,
I made jokes.
somebody's life was taken.
Yeah. Hey, Marie, it's now your show to host for the rest of the night. Tell us what happened to the Golden Bachelor.
Hi guys, happy Friday. So Teresa got married.
Okay.
Basically, everyone was like, "This is the best! Oh my god!" And they mentioned they both are widowers, and the public is just mean to Teresa because everyone hated her dress. It was just like,
Bummer.
Yeah.
on her and trolling her on the internet, like the dress she picked. But they said I do, like it happened.
So Leslie didn't storm in at the last minute.
Happy?
Body slam Teresa.
No,
God, would have been awesome.
she's happy for them.
Would have been awesome.
And
Man.
all of his exes were there too, which is like the weirdest wedding I've ever heard.
Was this wedding in Texas?
No, remember
Oh.
Palm Springs.
Palm
I
Springs.
forgot all about it. Well, there you go. There's your Golden Bachelor update. Hey, Marie, thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
Who was like the most famous person there? Was Kanye there?
Yeah, good question.
Yeah, was Kanye?
Probably Caitlin Bristow. It was only just all the stars of the Bachelor and Bachelorette.
I've never heard of that.
Caitlin Bristow.
Yeah, are they new?
You guys would like her.
Yeah, okay.
You would enjoy her.
What do they do? Are they like an author? Yeah, I like
More
authors.
Van's type. I think she's more your type, Van.
What does type mean? Like as far as entertainers go?
I think like hot. She's a hot girl. You both like hot women, but I'm saying like she seems more.
Yeah. Van. Hated this girl.
Yeah, she's lizard
You dated her?
adjacent.
Nah, I mean,
She's
Lizard
part.
adjacent?
She's like part lizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I dated the girl.
Pictures come up first.
I have dated a girl that
She looks
definitely.
like Megan Fox.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So it's like a lizard.
Well, there's a certain type of person with
Megan
this
Fox used to be smoking.
Yeah, she
now
used
she
to be.
looks like a lizard.
this
Yeah.
olive colored skin, like this brown hair, this trying to do this grande makeup. Yeah, I've dated this girl. Sure. Very pretty. She's super pretty. Did you know that this
It was
year?
all the
Oh, go ahead.
no, it's just all the famous Bachelor and Bachelor.
Okay.
Or no, actual.
Not like actually famous, like
No, famous adjacent.
reality famous, like
Watch the
Instagram
Bachelor,
influencer.
Yeah, there's like a reason
Like-
she's still a bachelorette.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, it's her personality, man. That's the thing.
Ah.
Gotta have chemistry.
Uh-huh.
You don't have chemistry, you don't have anything really.
A lot of chemistry went into that face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as a recipient of a lot of plastic surgery, I can't tell if you're like celebrating her for being able to present as the person she identifies at, or if you're chastising her because you don't understand the complexity of like self-value and how important it is to physically represent yourself is the way you mentally identify.
Well, as someone who's just so ridiculously good looking naturally, like I think if you're just some weird uggo, just like lean into it, man.
Nope.
Like develop a better
Put
personality.
the work in.
Quit slicing up your face.
No one cares about your personality.
Learn a joke
if you're
is
an
what I'm saying.
uggo. I'm so
Learn
incredible.
a series of knock jokes.
Here's the thing. your boy is very funny because I spent a time as the Hunchback of the Midwest.
Uh-huh.
And then I went and got a ton of plastic surgery, fixed it all up.
Are we sure it's fixed?
Yeah, it's 100% fixed.
Is it not done yet?
I'm constantly reinventing, Van.
Okay.
Constantly. It's like a painting that's never finished. I'm always adding
Okay.
new paint to this canvas.
It's like
And-
Shrek's onion.
What is that?
Yeah. It's called layers.
So Michael Myers, you just do a Mike Myers
Yes, I did.
impersonation?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Shrek, really. Michael Myers as Shrek.
Speaking of
The Canadian comedian, not the slashing murderer.
93 of 2023's top 100 broadcasts,
Okay.
ratings-wise,
We're on this very program.
were the NFL.
Oh, okay.
The NFL, of the 100 top broadcasts of the year of 2023, the NFL holds 93 of those top broadcasts.
Okay. So it's our duty
Mm-hmm.
to find the other 7.
So I
Is that what
have
we're
them. Do you,
We're playing a game
are
here.
you ready?
Hey, Marie, you first or me?
Take your
Okay.
time, Marie.
I'll go
It's
first.
fine. I mean, it's
Alabama,
there's a
Auburn.
flow to the program. I mean, it's
Alabama, Auburn college football.
there was a college football game that is in the top 100. It is not that one.
Okay. Michigan, Ohio State.
Okay, here's all. We don't need to do that game.
Oh,
3 times college football was the other one. Cool.
and I crushed 2 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 90 whatever times I said plus 3
Yeah.
for college football, and here are your other winners.
Okay.
The Super Bowl lead out, which is not the Super Bowl.
Well, isn't it?
That's a good point.
It's the same name. It says Super Bowl.
So really, let's call that one more.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another one. So 94 now.
So 90, the other ones is there was there was one political programming thing. There was the Academy Awards one time.
Mhm.
And the thing,
the Stranger Things finale.
the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade
Damn it.
is the other one. Like, isn't this wild?
Yeah.
It's so addicting. And it's the worst year ever for it. This is the worst year.
There's been like 4 good games.
There's been 4.
Yeah, there's been like 4 like really good games all year.
And you're like, well, Fred.
Usually there's like 1 or 2 a week where you're like, wow,
Mhm.
they did it again. The best entertainment in the world is right here in America. Can't miss this NFL. Not so much this year. Still going to watch the hell out of it, though.
Yeah. And you're like, Fred, it's always been like this, you turd. No, it is not.
No, it's a down year.
In 2022, 82 times, 2021, 75 times, 2020, 72 times. So we're going from using like university idea. Hold on, did most of our listeners go to university?
Oh, there's no way.
Okay, so using high school academic,
Okay.
72, that's like a C.
Mhm.
93, that's a hard A.
It's an A minus, but
That's
still. I got
I mean, in the book, it counts as 4.
Oh, I know.
Again, that's
it. Yes,
university.
okay, there you go.
Yeah,
I'm with
the
you. I'm with
university
you.
again.
I'm with you.
But I mean, you see it. So anyway, number 1 was the Super Bowl, 115.1 milli. Okay. 2023 AFC and NFC championship, both around 50 milli apiece. 2023 divisional playoff. And if you remember,
Okay.
that was the best game of the year last year, which was the Cowboys and 49ers in the playoffs.
Strong, very strong.
So that was a little over 45. Late Thanksgiving Day, a little over 41. AFC playoff, 40 million. And then you have to go to, I'm going to make sure I get it here, Van, all the way down to the State of the Union address. All the way down
State of the Union address was like
at number
100 exactly.
at number 21. So the
Oh.
top 20 are all NFL. And then you start getting into other things.
Not one single World Series game. Not one single NBA Finals game. No Golden Bachelor.
No.
No Stranger Things.
Football, number 45. Well, that doesn't count. Stranger Things won't count because that's on a streaming platform.
Ah, okay. I'm with you.
Number 45 is the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which I absolutely watched that.
I wouldn't have ranked it that high.
Number-
Made me guess.
Well, you put it on in all the homes. I mean, it's maybe no one's watching it, but it's on. Number 58 was that Big Ten football game of Ohio State and Michigan. That was a big one this year with 19 milli. Number 60 was the 95th Academy Awards. That was just under 20 milli. Then that you were talking about Alabama and Georgia. That was number 71. And TCU in Georgia which was the college football championship last year.
Oh, okay. That's in
That's
this calendar
17 too.
year. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Okay.
Now you're like, well, we've talked about like award shows, we've talked about parades, we've talked about sports. You're like, Fred, what is the one thing in the top 100 that's not like a political speech or a live event? What is the one thing? There's only one. Out of the 100 top rating shows, there was only one creation that wasn't live sports or like a live spectacle, be it a parade or a political announcement. There was one.
News coverage of the Titanic submersible floating.
That's
Is that it?
That's not
Is that all?
that answer.
Okay. Dang it.
Amory, would you like to take one guess at the one thing that cracked the top 100 and not the NFL or live programming?
Not live programming.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It was a pre-recorded. It was like a show. There was one show.
And it's not streaming.
No, it's on a broadcast network. I'll even tell you the network. It's Fox.
I mean,
I got to
don't
guess
know.
after you.
Man,
The American Idol finale or
Oh,
America's
but
Got
isn't that
Talent
live?
finale.
isn't that live?
Oh, God, no. They're not live.
Oh, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. I was thinking some contest or. Oh, that's tough.
Whenever you're ready.
Go ahead. Those were my two guesses.
Yeah, those are. I was gonna say, or what's the Masked Singer, whatever that crap.
Okay, good guess. These are both good guesses. I don't know if that's on Fox. It's a show I've never heard of. It's called Next Level Chef. What is that?
Oh, it's so good. Coming back
Okay.
in February. It's coming back in February after the Super Bowl.
Well, then Fox knows what they're doing. Like
Want
Fox,
to hear what it is?
It's a premiere?
did
Like
Fox
a premiere?
Yeah, is this the one that aired right after the Super Bowl last year? Is that what this is?
That's got to be it.
And it caught the audience.
Yes, it has
It
to be
is
it.
so
People's-
good.
People were already watching the Super Bowl, and they didn't change their channel, so the premiere of Next Level Chef is in the top 100 now, only due to the Super Bowl.
No, it's a really good show.
Okay.
What it is, Fred, it's
It's
a
a Chef
cooking
Gordon
show,
Ramsay show.
and you go up multiple levels of this fake building, and the
Yep.
ingredients are in a chute in the middle, and you got to grab them and make stuff. It's
That's
like
pretty
Iron Chef, but it's
But-
moving.
It bougie kitchen. There's a mid-tier kitchen, and then there's like a basement that's really bad. There's teams,
I bet the best
and
food
they
is in
each
the basement.
they each get assigned a floor, and there's the top ingredients start at the top, and then it goes down, and then you have to make a product, an entree or whatever the challenge is that week from the level of kitchen you're at.
Now, hear me out.
Okay, it's really good.
Just cook something. Like, just go into your own kitchen, pull up your Google machine, find a fun recipe you want to make, and cook. You don't need to watch people do it on television while some British dude yells at them. It is unnecessary for your existence.
Some people watch like video game streams of video games they're not playing, and for a long time I was like, that's weird. You should just want to play the video
You should
game.
play the video game.
Yeah, but there's like an audience for that stuff.
Well, I mean, there's audiences for everything.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, i.e. Stephen Hawking. He had a very niche request for his audience.
What was that?
We'll get into that later.
You're talking about Epstein's list.
Yeah. Yeah.
I told Van yesterday, Marie, that Stephen Hawking was on Epstein's list, and he called me a liar on the air.
Yeah, I did.
And there's actually a trend here with Van.
Uh-huh.
So I will present Van knowledge that he's not aware of yet.
Yeah.
And instead of him saying, "Oh, let me dive further into that," he just
Yeah.
calls me a liar.
Yeah. On air.
Yeah, on air.
Yeah.
And I go, what do you want me to do? Say nuh-uh? Like what is the recourse to this?
No, you're supposed to say, yeah, huh?
Yeah.
I say, nuh-uh.
Prove it.
You say, yeah, huh?
That list is wild. I was specifically told by our boss not to talk about it.
Oh, whoopsie. Our bad. But, like, Stephen Hawking, though?
Like,
Like, that's the one? Stephen Hawking?
Also, low key, cool move by Epstein to incorporate him. Like, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
I mean, known perv Bill Clinton?
Right.
Check that one off the top. Duh. You had to dig a little for Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Hey, Marie, I didn't get you there. What was it?
Buck Burnett is on the phone.
And tell Buck Burnett that he can stop by Safe House at the intersection of Gold and 6 if he wants to be on this program, because we're going to break right now. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
That's a great
Clear.
Tell him we'll get him a good break.
In course, so watch out for that. Also, still seeing those slow down southbound on
Chris will be back like 5:30.
just so that they last until Montgomery. I-40 right now, moving up to speed in both directions. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home. Serving the community since 1936. World class. Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Is a game, not a war. It's for win or lose, not life or death. But say that in the summer, for winter brings the player. Season is at stake.
It's simple to understand. Win or go home.
Been survive in advance or win and go home.
And the Sports Animal has you covered with every play.
Have to be better for the team.
This is Albuquerque's home for the NFL and the NFL postseason. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Contact Tax Relief Help.
Attention money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this. And established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures. Relief Helpers right now at 800-539-5094. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
$7,000 in taxes, and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-539-5094 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-539-5094. 800-539-5094.
Get the home field advantage every time with Fairfield by Marriott, official hotel partner of the NCAA. Whether you're a student athlete working toward your championship dreams or you're Fairfield by Marriott,
That's why we did that.
ready for game day. From comfortable
All right, we're coming back.
to complimentary hot breakfast, Fairfield is part of the Marriott Bonvoy portfolio of hotels and official of the NCAA. Visit fairfield.marriott.com to book your next game day stay.
Did you know that feeling alone could be a
She's still
sign that
there?
your digestive system isn't working? Yes.
All right.
Taking Metamucil every day.
The only thing I'm worried about after his call, let's not take any, because there's it's like cutting out a little bit.
Yeah.
Even that cut out pretty bad.
Unless it's Stephen Hawking. We'll take Stephen.
Do you want to?
You learn.
It's okay. I'll tell him.
Yeah, I'm not super, like, we'll put him on, and if we're not hearing him well, we'll blame it on his phone.
Literally, just I'm here. He's probably calling you.
Right down the street.
He's cooking.
10.
Mike is hot.
Sports Animal.
Everyone in the whole world knows that my business partner for Duke City Championship Wrestling is my very good friend, Aaron Buck Burnett, and he joins us on the program. Aaron, welcome to the show, brother. How are you?
Good. How's our friend Chris Lurig down at the Safe House?
He needs to be making some Duke City Championship Wrestling canned cocktails. That's what he needs to be doing.
Well, we're working on that. Baby steps.
What's up with you, brother?
Baby steps. I got a text message from Gordon Ramsay, and he asked me to take care of something for him. Said you were talking crap about Next Level Chef.
So that seems like an Aaron.
That would be me, one Van Nunley. Yeah, I don't get the appeal. Miss me.
What do you mean? How do you not get the appeal?
I've never watched it.
Yeah, it's like there's food on an elevator, which first off is wildly unsanitary, and then it goes up 3 different levels, and then Gordon Ramsay yells at you. This is awful.
Ask you a question. Have you even seen the show?
I saw the commercial for it, and that's all I
You saw the
needed.
commercial, and that's it. So you're judging a book by its cover.
Okay, no, actually, I saw it last year when it was on after the Super Bowl. That's why it got such good ratings.
No, you think that's what held on? That one show after the Super Bowl, that's why it's got such good ratings? It's one of the most
Miss
popular
me
shows.
with all of them. Iron Chef, Next Level Chef, Hell's Kitchen.
Mhm.
I despise all of
The
them
only chef I know is the one from South Park.
Why?
because I would rather actually cook. I don't want to see some pissed off British guy yell at a bunch of super nice
He's
people.
Scottish.
Okay,
Okay.
All right.
World traveling Amory over here.
Joe,
She gets her Japanese
She's actually
citizenship.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now she thinks she's
I was on one of
Friggin'
his reality shows.
Amerigo Vespucci.
Yeah. What were you? What ingredient were you?
I was on Kitchen Nightmares. I was the waitress.
You have a waitress vibe.
I'll actually send it to Fred and Man. They'll probably get a kick out of it.
You do call people hun all the time.
Sweetie.
Yeah.
Aaron,
Yeah,
what?
thank you for defending.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Did you get any feedback on the Buck and Dex reunion?
Oh, it was massive. Like people were just like gushing over the fact. I mean, it kind of sucks too because people thought we were going to be doing that full time, and yeah, you know, I thought we made it clear, help you bring in the new year, and positive. People enjoyed it, and they loved Cheaters Hotel. They were very glad that we actually did Cheaters Hotel. And you guys should start doing that. I'll let you use Cheaters Hotel until I come back on the air.
He wants to steal your bit. That's what you said.
No, I didn't say steal my bit. I said I'd loan it to you for a little while.
You and I have to be in Clovis on Tuesday, Aaron, for the show, and for professional wrestling. And when you and I are both out of town at the same time, Van and Amory don't know what to do.
None of that. That's not true whatsoever.
That's actually not true at all.
Yeah, the show gets improved.
All right, now hear me out, Aaron. We replace me with Amory next week. We let Van stay in his boy wonder role, and then we bring in like Dex to run the production. How do you feel about that?
I think it'd be an adequate substitution. Adequate.
Buck, if you're going to berate me on my choice of television shows, why weren't you live tweeting the whole season of Letterkenny last night with me? Those are the real questions. Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
So let me explain something to you. All right. This is the last season of Letterkenny
Yeah.
that is ever going to be created.
Uh-huh.
Now, granted, we have Shorzy, which is great. And if you don't know what Letterkenny is, you people listening right now, you need to pull your head out of your butt and go understand and learn what Letterkenny is. Probably one of the coolest TV shows. The writing on that show is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't know how they do it. But I'm taking my time with this final season of Letterkenny. I think I'm on episode 4 right now. And I'm just slowly going through it, and I'm actually taking my time. You know, interesting story about Letterkenny. So during the pandemic, Dex and I did a podcast together just to do something for the people. Our second guest on our podcast was the guy who plays Stuart from Letterkenny.
Stuart.
Wow.
Good get.
Stuart.
Good.
Yep.
Hey, Buck, are the Chiefs going to do anything in the playoffs?
Oh, I don't know. These besides us playing the Bills right now, is there a possibility that it could be somebody else?
Miami. What happens between Miami and Buffalo on Sunday Night Football?
Sounds optimistic.
You know, if they play Buffalo, they've got a chance because they kind of have Josh Allen's number a little bit. I know they won that last game, but in the playoffs, I don't know, Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. I would probably lean on Mahomes. I mean, I'm not super pumped about what's been going on this year. I don't know. You know, I see them play Cleveland.
Did the Chiefs let Travis Kelce play a series to get 16 yards so he can have his 8th 1,000-yard receiving season, although he should be well over it because one time he caught a 35-yard pass, but it was brought back by Kadarius Toney being offside, so he should really be like 100 or 1,020 yards, but he's 16 yards short. Aaron, should they do that?
I believe that they will. I don't know that they should, but I believe that they will, and I think that they will simply for the fact that he's probably got some kind of contract that says that he hits 1,000 yards. So
what's it? Not to cut you off, Aaron.
Mahomes, aren't they?
Well, they are, and not to cut you off on that idea though, but I don't think any tight end in the history of the NFL has ever had more than 4 1,000 receiving yards. So obviously he's already in a league of his own,
right?
And I would imagine they're not writing language at this point. I would imagine he already hit that number 5 mark, which gave him the whatever huge bonus in that situation. I don't necessarily know if it is about money. I think it's about personal want, right? So if Holmgren or if the front office goes to Kelsey, and I think you have to go to him and say, is this thing important to you? If he says yes, you do it. If he says, nah, fam, I don't care. Let's rest up for the playoffs. I'm about the team. I'm about the next whatever. That, to me, resonates a lot higher for a guy who's claims to be about the squad, but I don't believe anyone's actually about the squad. They're only about personal gains.
Look, Taylor Swift isn't going to date some loser that doesn't get 1,000 yards in a season.
That's what I think.
She's going to break up with him immediately.
Here's what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Mark my words. He's going to go out. He's going to suit up. He's going to go down. He's going to get 2 receptions for 8 yards apiece. Then the next camera shot of Travis Kelsey is going to be him making out with Taylor Swift in the skybox.
Sweet.
That's what's going to happen.
He just goes upstairs
immediately.
He takes his jersey off, but not his pads.
2 14-year-old kids trying to figure it out. It's going to be sloppy and messy, but America's going to love it.
Hey, do you guys remember the first time a girl kissed you with their tongue and you didn't know what to do? That's what it's going to look like. Also, Van's thinking about that moment.
Yeah, I just hit me.
Amory's like, I remember the first time I did it to a girl.
No.
Brentwood Lane.
No Brentwood baddies.
All right, I'm going to go watch Next Level Chef season starting in February.
You had another episode of Letterkenny under your belt.
5 minutes of Inside Radio right now. Thank you so very much, Aaron Buck Burnett, co-owner of Duke City Championship Wrestling. Don't forget our next live event for Duke City Championship Wrestling TV taping, January the 20th. It's a Saturday show at the historic El Rey Theater. I know there's some seats left, so dccwtickets.com. Go there, check that out. It's going to be a banger of one. Hey, Marie, you want to do like jokes and intermission, or what's up?
What was the date again?
Jan 20. It's a Saturday.
Okay, let's
talk it out.
Cool.
Yeah.
So,
do it off air.
So Van and Aaron texting about Letterkenny last night. So this is very funny to me, and we didn't talk about this before the show. Van had tried to start a text thread with me about Letterkenny last night, but I ignored it. So he went over to Plan B, which was Aaron Burnett, and got to tell all of his Letterkenny jokes because I was not having it.
It was so good. I tried to do the Buck plan, where I just watch an episode and then spread them out and really enjoy.
That's how I do it.
Milk that last season. I was like, I'm going to watch 2 tonight and then 1 every few days and really enjoy it. I watched the whole damn thing last night. All 6 episodes, bang, 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 back to back. It was fantastic.
Once a week for me. That's how I like to watch stuff. I can't watch 2 of anything in a row. Like that's 1 too many.
Well, we all know I used to have a history with addiction, so there's that.
The texters all over this Letterkenny talk. Yes, it is good. Oh, hold on. Friend of the show, Mindy says it sucks. I like that a lot as well. See, that's the take we need. Because it's the only show I've ever seen that people universally love.
Sure.
I cannot think of another show where people are like, it's only bangers.
Next Level Chef. Except for me.
It's a show about cooking in an elevator? Are you being serious?
Yeah, they're like in different floors of a fake building, and there's like an elevator with food on it, and then Gordon Ramsay yells at you. That's it.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
That would be the worst episode of Letterkenny if they did that once.
If for any reason the Letterkenny gangs had to pair off in teams of 2 and make food. Oh, wait, they already did that episode with drinks. Mm-hmm. This exists. Mm-hmm. Strike while the iron's hot.
I'm going to send you guys the episode I was on because you're just going to roast me. I was 18 years old when I was living in.
Oh, I'm so excited for this.
It's pretty entertaining.
Okay. We'll open up another screen for everyone watching on the interwebs.
You guys.
Live react to A. Marie. Are there cuss words? Does Gordon Ramsay say a bunch of cuss words? No?
No.
Do you?
The owners. No, I don't.
Okay.
They bleep out the owners cursing, so.
Excellent.
Whatever the next thing that Jared Kiso does, because he's now going to have more than just Canadian money behind him, although I recognize they make a lot of film in Toronto. Like, I'm not going to.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's going to be the new start of comedy. Like, this is going to kickstart where comedy, because comedy's low key pretty dead right now. Like there no. What's that, Amory?
We need a as a
revolution.
comedian. It needs to happen.
Yeah, it has to, because it's there. We could do
terrible right now.
Whatever the top 100 movies are of 2023, none of those were comedies. Like it needs like an AED, and I think Jared Kiso could be that. He's that clever.
He's that clever, and he's that great of a writer, and he's that great of a comedic mind. I think whatever his next project is, they're just going to give him a blank check. Like, do whatever you want. Like, give us Shorzy on steroids.
Yeah. The cat he writes with, that Jacob Tierney.
Also, I think Jared Kiso's literally on steroids.
He is too super jacked.
He is too jacked.
Yeah. Just a brilliant mind. And at first, I didn't get it. At first, I thought, did you see Napoleon Dynamite?
Sure.
Okay,
Yes.
so I thought Napoleon Dynamite, when I was first watching, I was like, oh, there's like a John Heder vibe here. There's like this guy is one character, he can't do another thing. And then Shorzy comes out, and I'm like, oh no, this dude slaps in the world of comedy.
Right.
Him and Nathan Fielder are in like a different realm for me right now. They're like the two guys.
I couldn't agree with you anymore.
Yeah, they're the two dudes. And then, hey, did you start watching, what's the old girl's name?
Oh, Kunk on Earth?
Yeah, did you watch Kunk on Earth?
I watched 2 episodes. It's genius.
It's brilliant. Amory, do you watch Kunk on Earth?
Highly recommend it.
But I will start watching TV shows because football season's ending in the next month. So any shows you think I should watching and catching up on everything.
Anything Jared Kiso touches, anything Nathan Fielder touches, and Kunk on Earth.
Today's I-9 Varsity, the Varsity of shows that A. Marie should watch.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, yes.
In March. Shows to start in March.
Well, here's what it really, like, not March because she's not there yet, but in April. Because A. Marie's going to hit a depression pit in Japan.
Oh,
like
that's
no one ever has.
Yeah.
Like
in Japan, stranger in a strange land, no football,
fish out of water,
no gambling.
She's going to text us like, hey guys, and we're not going to answer quickly.
And everyone there can outdrink her, not just us two.
Yeah, not just us. Yeah.
It's going to be wild.
If she tries to use sake as a verb, like it's going to go weird over there. It's gonna get dark. It'll be like
I need shows. I like dark shows too.
It'll be June. No, it'll be May. And Amory's like, "Hey guys, coming back to town for a visit." And we're like, "You've been gone."
I'm not gonna be.
Has it been 90 days? Like, like you couldn't even be on. Put 90-Day Fiance on your list. All right, today's I-9 Varsity is going to be the I-9 Varsity of TV shows that Amory should be watching.
Okay,
that's a pretty good one. As far as ones that we've had.
So for the friend of the show listening right now, my I-9 Varsity is going to be for all of you, not just Amory.
Oh, so nice.
It's not specifically for you, but I'm going to have you in mind that you would like them as well.
Mine is curated towards your hobbies and interests.
Sure.
It's what? So what are you gonna do? Like sports and comedy? I have more interest than that.
All sports comedy shows.
Yeah, all sports.
I like really dark shows too.
News Desk.
The Wire.
News Desk. The Wire.
Oh, are you talking cast or
fan.
storyline?
Both.
I like that. Good answer. That's super good. It's a good Iris Elba answer.
Don't watch The Wire. It'll change you.
I'll watch that for you, Van. I never watch.
So good.
Actually, my list is I'm just going to try to take Van's answers before he gives them. It's
Nice.
2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. Live from Safe House. It's going to get weird tonight. Van's second favorite fan is here. We'll go into links on that as well. Don't forget, when we get back from the break, you can be dumb. You can be an idiot. And then you can be the New York Jets. We'll tell you more about it. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by
Clear. You guys got 4 minutes. You drop out for.
Cool. Off your print purchase. Off your print purchase. And 100 off your print purchase of 300 or more. And it's 21024. See staples.com/print for details. Print more, save.
Now, things still move. Oh, you're going to see those slowdowns start last until Coors. Also, southbound on I-25 approaching Osuna. We've got used to move up to speed in both directions here in town. South of the city, I-25 between Albuquerque and Los Lunas.
It's going to disconnect for a second and then reconnect. So I doubt you'll need to do anything on your end, but just heads up. Hold on.
Oh, did you hear me opening this? That is not for doggos.
What's it?
The Sports Animal.
The new year is here and you've got the same old furniture. You can do something about it and save big Home Life Furniture. Save up to 30% on bedroom sets and mattresses, dining, reclining chairs for a long winter snack, or a short one. Shop local. Home Life Furniture. National Store. ADP.com. Home Life Furniture, where comfort meets style.
Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-539.
Okay.
Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-539-5094 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-539-5094. 800-539-5094. 800-539-5094.
Recent news might make you nervous about solar companies. Everguard Solar wants you commitment to honesty and excellent work is worthy of your trust. They don't lease solar systems. You pay for it, you own it. You also get up to 40% off cost thanks to state and federal tax credits. Everguard Solar secures your investment in a safe account. Harness New Mexico's abundant sunshine and save on your monthly energy bill. You know what to do. Call 821-9543 or visit everguardsolar.com.
You may not have any experience dealing with car wrecks, but Alert on Road does. After your car wreck, you need an attorney to make sure your interests like car repairs, medical bills, and lost wages are protected. Finding the right attorney is actually easy. Just look for reputation, experience, and results. We have thousands of 5-star reviews, decades of, and we've recovered billions of dollars for our injured clients.
Multi-state settlements. Carlos O.B. Espinosa, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque.
Wrestling really works and how you get the ratings. Eric Bischoff and Conrad Thompson explain on 83 Weeks.
I mean, I dig Jey Uso because he's born out of great storytelling and he lived up to the opportunity and exceeded it. LA Knight, he's way up on my list because he's a guy that's been around for almost ever, should have probably quit half a dozen times, and he just forced his way into the life. It's just, that is a story I love.
Okay.
On YouTube or wherever you listen.
Mornings from
Here you go.
0.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right, it's time for our end of the year, first of the year player awards for this team. I obviously, as the captain,
Look at me. I am the captain now.
I got to be real transparent here, guys. I hate awards.
Okay,
I hate,
go on.
I hate everything about them.
Not performance-based.
I hate them all.
But like fake ones like the Jets had.
Like fake ones, correct.
Yeah.
So the Jets, and also not just the Jets, but like all teams give out, most heart. They give out.
That's a medical condition.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what happened to DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah,
for sure.
Talking about comeback player of the year, DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah.
They also have this one. They have like stupid ones for the weight room. They're like first in, first out, last out award.
Biggest clunk.
Yeah, they have all that stuff. The world according to Clunk. So the Jets have one called Most Inspirational Player Van. Now this is kind of an interesting one. Here's some guys that I historically would have maybe given this award to.
Okay.
Like, do you remember when Jason Pierre-Paul lost his fingers, but then continued to play football?
Yeah.
It's pretty inspiring.
Yeah. I also like to party. It's
Yeah.
an inspiration.
Do you remember when Kurt Warner just kept having kids and kept playing?
You're thinking of Phillip Rivers.
They're similar stories.
Okay.
They're similar stories.
I think Kurt Warner can only field a soccer team. Phillip Rivers can field his own football team.
Soccer teams.
Mm-hmm.
Teams for Phillip Rivers. So the Jets say that their most inspirational player of 2023 is not even a guy who was really on the field, Van.
Okay. Who could it be?
They're giving it to one Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, because he's an inspiration to the Jets locker room because they've also dreamt about committing libel against a public figure who works for the parent company. Is that what you're talking about?
So you're talking about the Jimmy Kimmel stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's an inspiration to anyone who wants to be a public AH to other people and accuse them of being child molesters and human traffickers. That's inspiring. Are they talking about his Achilles? Achilles? They talking about his Achilles?
They're talking about how he snapped his Achilles during a game, and 3 months later he threw an interception to a guy in practice. So he's the most inspirational, Van.
Well, I think he caught an interception at practice. I think that's what happened. He's not an inspiration.
No.
You know what's an inspiration? Zach Wilson. Do you know how many Cougars he has to turn down in Manhattan? That's the inspiration. This is the age of consent. He has to say no so often. I find that inspiring. Give it to Zach Wilson.
This is not my direct quote, but are you ready?
Okay, sure.
It must have been his fight against the woke mob, the character assassination by implying innocent people may be pedophiles, the brave weekly soapboxing against vaccines, and the fight to make medical history to get the field quicker than anyone in history with that Achilles injury, which he definitely was going to do, but didn't have to because the team was eliminated. But if they weren't and he was ready and totally could have done it on the football field, and also as an inspiration by forcing the team to use roster spots on washed players like Cobb and Lazard and hire one of the worst OCs in the league in Hackett, a truly inspirational person and player in 2023. Rodgers' season should be studied in sports history books for years to come.
He was so inspirational with his idiotic ramblings. He made Pat McAfee, who has free reign to do and say whatever he wants, made him apologize.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee had to apologize for you because he knew you weren't going to do it.
Now, Van, I'm not saying the qualifications to become the most inspirational for the New York Jets are the same as your exact resume, but dabbing in ayahuasca and just like whoring yourself out for attention, that's what you and Rodgers are the same person. Why are you not the most inspirational player for the New York Jets?
He's like 4 inches taller than me. We could be kindred spirits if I just a little bit taller. A little bit bigger hands, you know. I got college football size hands. I don't got NFL football size hands. It's a bummer. You know, as far as like saying outlandish things and pissing people off and giving bad advice.
Most conspiracy theories shared.
Correct. Yeah, a lot of conspiracy theories. Yeah. We're neck and neck. But I do it in a fun, loving, and jovial way. He does it because he thinks he's the smartest person in the room.
Did he ever run out to the field with an American flag?
Yes. Yes, that happened. That happened. Yeah. I got the American flag on the back of my truck right now. Oh, speaking of that, I need to check my meter. Yep, we got to put some more quarters in it right now.
It was icy roads out yesterday. You know that weird neighbor that puts a Confederate flag on his car, and he puts a Donald Trump flag on his car, and he puts a State of Israel flag on his car, and he puts I think another Donald Trump flag on his car. He has 4 flags on his car. Somebody slid into it in the ice.
Oh God, that's so funny. That's so funny.
There's no way they did it on accident. Everyone hates this guy.
So he really likes things that last 4 years or less.
Zinger. Brendan show. Brendan is joining us on the live stream, and he's pointing out how I finished 3rd place in the Fantasy Football League, beating Brendan in the most. Did I beat Brendan? Is that who I beat?
I believe you beat Brendan.
I beat Brendan in the Fantasy
third place game.
The 3rd place game
to get your money back.
And I didn't even set my lineup because I'm so dang good at everything. Continuing Van's favorite thing, we talk about the Green Bay Packers whenever we get back. 95.9 FM and AM 610 live from Safe House. Doors are open. Come hang out with your boys. Take a walk for Art Walk tonight. Also, Van's going to pay the meter. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Form.
Cool. How is that on
the
drop?
35% off select major appliances.
It's way better.
Thank you.
When you spend $990 major 424 to 124.24. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for details.
Traffic right now. Westbound on Paseo, you can see those slowdowns start right around 2nd Street. Also southbound on I-25 approaching Osuna, we've got some congestion. That's going to last until Comanche. I-40 right now continues to move up to speed in both directions here in town. 25 between Albuquerque and Los Lunas. Don't see any problems in either direction there. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-916. American Home Furniture and Mattress, in the community since 1936. Local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio Traffic Center.
This Sports Minute sponsored by Fairfield by Marriott, official hotel partner of the NCAA. Apologize. Brian Gutekunst. For 3 years, he was dragged for drafting Jordan Love to replace Aaron Rodgers. And on Sunday, Love has a chance to lead the Packers to the playoffs in his first year as a starter. As for Rodgers, unfortunately, he got hurt, but he continues to spew nonsense in interviews, and I'm sure the Packers don't miss that drama at all. On that go.
Well, every other station calls it Big Game. We call it the Super Bowl because we are Albuquerque's exclusive home for Super Bowl 58. It's over for the Super Bowl. It's not the big game. The Chiefs have won Super Bowl 57. Ah, that feels good. Super Bowl. Your home for the Super Bowl every year is 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Channel.
American Home has over 85 years of experience in mattresses. We've partnered with the #1 most trusted mattress brands in America, Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy Posturepedic. And we've selected the perfect 30 best beds in the industry just for you. We believe these 30 mattresses will give you the healthy and restful sleep you deserve. Plus, we've got you covered with the perfect 30 guarantee. And take advantage of 60-month financing. American Home Furniture and Mattress.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees of fines, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-539-5094. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. Called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes, and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-539-5094 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-539-5094. 800-539-5094. 800-539-5094.
Next time you try to compare
Recent
yourself
news
to
might
Lance
make you
Berkman,
nervous
this about solar companies. Everguard Solar wants you to know their commitment to honesty and excellent work is worthy of your trust. They don't
do
leave
that
solar
behind my back,
systems. You
not
pay
in front of
for
my
it,
face.
you own it. You also get up to 40% off the cost thanks to state and federal tax credits. Everguard Solar secures your investment in a safe account. Harness New Mexico's abundant sunshine and save on your
He's beautiful, right?
9543 or visit everguardsolar.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This is called the ugly truth about timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment.
Turn around, fam.
Even when you die, families now going to be burdened. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit.
Keep sitting next to us. We keep ignoring her, but she's not getting the
That's
head.
800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
And I have headphones on, so I can't hear.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Come on, bro.
Okay, here you go.
Weekdays at 10.
You'll have 5 minutes.
No, she's working.
AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program.
Oh, thanks, man.
We're at Teller. Most of the people here are cool.
Don't Google Teller. Google Safe House Distilling. Tasting room. And come hang out.
For friends. Also, there's
We're gonna do a lot of tasting here in a couple minutes.
are you talking about Are you talking about new bourbon?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. So, do you remember earlier this week, the other day?
Go on.
When the Packers suspended Jair Alexander?
I do.
He says he was surprised by that, man.
So I've learned a lot about Jair Alexander in the last week and a half. I kind of only looked at him through the prism of a Packers fan and how talented of a corner he is. And apparently does a lot of great things in the community.
No, he doesn't.
The more I learn about Jair Alexander, the more I realize is he's an idiot.
He's not smart, dude.
He is a dumb McDumsky.
He said, I thought I might get fined.
You almost gave your opponent the ball twice. You almost let him have both kickoffs because you're an idiot.
The Packers say, yeah, we were also surprised.
Yeah.
We've never done this.
He's the Brick Tamlin of cornerbacks.
He didn't understand what he did. He's in a press conference, and the reporters in the press conference are explaining to him what he did. Obviously, he's surprised by this suspension.
He's like, nah, that's not what I said. And he's like, did you not know you were mic'd up? Jair? Did you not know you were mic'd up? We all heard what you said. You said, we want to be on defense.
You know what? Him saying he's surprised is the one thing that's not surprising.
Also, he's back this week. Take the under on DJ Moore receptions. Yeah, this idiot is back. Welcome back, you devoid, daft troglodyte.
Unintentional comedy is some of my favorite comedy.
Sure.
He is that.
Sure. He's so belligerently dumb.
If you really want to surprise him, suspend him one more game.
Yeah.
Just right now. Let's go, here's the surprise.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Especially that one.
Take this. Get suspended. I don't hate anyone who's stupid.
No, it's usually not their fault. No, it's not their fault.
But like, you can't put others in harm's way, and that's what you did in your football team.
Your team, your teammates, your coaches, your front office, everyone.
This is one of those classic, like when you get in trouble as a little kid and you're like, was that bad? Am I being bad? You know you are. You should not have ripped the heads off of all those Barbies and put them back on them the wrong way. Like, that's weird. The skin tones don't even match.
Why is that bad?
I just said.
Okay, because I did that before. I've done that before.
Did you?
Is that bad?
Did you open your aunt's box collection though, like I did?
Oh no! Did you do that?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Not bad.
I've said this before. I'll say it 1,000 times. Leave your aunt's box alone. Friend of the show, Dylan, in the chat says Jair's antics can't be as bad as Joe Barry's zone scheme. He's a Packers fan. It was a defensive coordinator joke, Fred.
That's a pretty good one.
That's a pretty good one. Also, congratulations. He gets to wear the trophy, hoist the trophy for the first time in our fantasy
That's
league.
a big deal.
It's a big deal. Yeah, really good. Congratulations.
He did a good job. He's not over here all Jair Broussarded.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's like actually smart.
Oh, I got that one. I'm not gonna elaborate.
It's not the one.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a real good one.
It gets even funnier. Are you ready? So he takes the coin toss without telling anyone beforehand, nearly screws up the whole thing, right? We're incredibly funny.
Speaking of screwing up the whole thing,
yeah.
I got Amory in my ear. Breaking news: Dylan was runner-up. So my apologies.
Sorry for Dylan.
The wounds are fresh.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
The team then suspended him for taking the coin toss without telling anyone beforehand and nearly screwing up the call because it was in his hometown. And then he's surprised for the suspension for taking the coin toss without telling anyone beforehand and nearly screwing up the call because it was in his hometown. All these things are the exact same thing.
Right.
All of these things, the Holy Trinity is all his actions.
We talked about this on the program already, but this could have been solved with a 30-second conversation to your coach. Say, hey, coach, we're going to Carolina. That's where I'm from. That's where my people are. Can I be a captain this week? Oh, my God. All-pro cornerback, Jair Alexander. Of course you can.
Hey, you don't understand. I'm from Charlotte.
Jair, when you get out there, say, we want to defer. That doesn't mean we want to be on defense. That means they get the ball twice at the beginning of the game and after the half. You would know that if you weren't an idiot.
Here's why you're wrong on this, and I'm not trying to bury you on your opinion, but the team voted on the captains. They were probably fully aware of this, but I've recently seen this guy's level of intelligence, and that's why they don't vote for him. They don't vote for Jair Alexander to be captain, not because they don't care that it's his hometown, not because they don't want him to have a turn. It's because he's an idiot.
Sure.
I think all this stuff you talked about did happen, and after it happened, they all said, "No, we're good, fam."
Now, I think he would have talked about it. I think he would have been like, I felt disgraced. I told coach this is my hometown. He wouldn't let me go out there, so I took it upon myself in front of all the eyes of my friends and family that I was going to do it no matter what. I think that would have been the story instead of,
So from you, who's like a fan of this thing, well, actually, let's go into this when we get back because I know we're up against it. Here's the idea I want you to mull over. Is social media, is the press conference the new example of never meet your heroes?
Exactly.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, live from Safe House. Come downtown, hang out with your boys, the intersection of Gold and, what is that, 7th over there, man?
Yes, that is.
Gold and 7th. Doors are open. And at 5 o'clock, you know we are drinking New Mexico's vodka. That's Teller Vodka. It's 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Yeah.
Feeling like I'm higher. The world is on fire. They call it
Traffic right now, things looking really good here in the metro, especially for Friday afternoon at this time. However, we do have a couple of slow spots. We'll start with westbound on 2nd Street. You're going to see slowdowns. Those last until Coors. Also dealing with a little bit of congestion right now, southbound 825 between Osuna and Montgomery. And southbound on Coors as you approach Montano, traffic moves.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Shop the close out of get up to 35% off appliances. Plus, save an extra $999 or more on appliances. 24 to 124.24. Selection varies by location while supplies last. See Lowe's.com for details.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
It's Jim Rome with your Rome Report. Did you all catch that total freak show in the NBA last night? And don't twist mean that in the best possible way. I'm just not sure which was the freakiest last night. The Greek freak with on it. There's no question that he got freaky. But just when I thought that it wasn't possible to top Giannis and Wemby going back in time in San Antonio, it's like the Joker stepped up and, to quote my man Evel Knievel, asked, "Do you know who the hell I am?" I do. I that knocked in a 40-foot miraculous buzzer-beating bank shot to finish off an 18-point comeback against the Dubs in their house. That's who the hell you are. Best player in the world, and the Nuggets are still the team that everybody's chasing.
You might already know about the Acura MDX V6 engine, C7. We have an announcement. We swapped that engine with a specially made 3-liter turbo V6, race to the steering and suspension. First time added Type S performance to an SUV. So we're just going to drop this right here. The Acura MDX and first DX Type S. Acura, precision crafted performance.
Acura and Montano Acura today. Exit I-25 west on Montano.
Winter is hitting hard and the cold weather makes it easy for dirt, mud, and road salt to stick to your car. It's Jeff Symbieta and my friends over at On the Spot Automotive Detailing can help. Winter, you don't have the On the Spot Automotive Detailing for you wherever and whenever it's convenient. And when they're done, your car looks, feels, and smells like it's brand new. Awarded Best of the City for 2023 because they're reliable, efficient, and the best what they do. Book online today. Go to otsdetailing.com. 824 Albuquerque is 610 Albuquerque. The Sports Animal. Proud to be a Cumulus media station.
Even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the Sports Animal. Your afternoon drive. Number 2, Menon. And Fred Slow. Beyond the circle. With Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Guys. Hi, Vanny. Here we go. Ready?
Welcome back to program, Duke City. 1 hour down, 2 to go. Having a lot of fun here at Safe House downtown, in between 6th and 7th Street on Gold. Come get your cocktail on.
I was late back from the break because I was getting mine.
You're getting, what did you get?
A little straight of it. What's the new bourbon called, man?
Dang, the Profit Share Bourbon.
The Profit Share Bourbon.
You going straight Profit Share Bourbon?
Yeah, right here.
Yo.
You want me to start without you?
Go ahead. Take your first sip.
Can I talk about it before I do it?
Just the sip.
It smells perfect.
Okay.
It's like a. Do you want to smell it before I go?
Later on, owner-operator, head distiller at Safe House Distilling, Chris Lurie, will join us to tell us all about the new bourbon.
Okay, Amory. Are you ready for the update? It's wild
Yes.
good. It's wild good.
It's delicious. Hey, Marie, I have a bottle from the first cask of Profit Share Bourbon in a signed bottle.
Wow.
Number 17. I got the 17th bottle of Profit Share Bourbon ever. And this is where it gets extra special for me.
Mm-hmm.
I could have had something in the single digits, which is, as rare as it gets, right? But I had to choose number 17, obviously, for my hero and sexiest man alive, Lance Berkman.
Choose the number.
What number would you choose, Amory?
He wore 12 when he was with the Cardinals.
11. It's my favorite number. And it's the most I win on roulette is black 11.
That's a pretty good bet, actually.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
I'm going to put 17 on for you after January.
because January is her New Year's resolution of 1 month.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually gonna go bet on all the games tomorrow. I'm not.
Oh, I love it. That's hilarious.
So we were talking a little bit earlier.
My
You
job.
sure don't want to go
It's part of
tonight?
my
You might
job.
see me there.
No.
We'll do our football picks in the 6 o'clock hour. So we were talking a little bit about Jair Alexander and how there used to be this saying, you never want to meet your heroes, because then you realize that they're not the person, theater of the mind, right? They're not the person that you created that they were in your mind. Bam. This happened to you with Warren Moon. That was a thing. That was a Warren Moon thing.
So yeah, not only Warren Moon, my childhood hero, and we've told this story a lot, so I'll skip over it this time for the show, but it goes to like every quarterback in my life. Growing up being an Oilers fan, finding out that Warren Moon sucks, and then switching my allegiance to the Packers, and finding out Brett Favre sucks, and then like, okay, it's fine. At least I have Aaron Rodgers, who's this weird, quirky troll, and then the last couple years got exposed as a kooky QAnon anti-vax weirdo. So every quarterback I've had in my life has broken my heart. So no, you don't want to meet your heroes.
Well, it used to be
fingers crossed that Jordan Love's not a weirdo.
Yeah. And it used to be you'd meet your heroes in weird situations, at an airport, like belly up to a bar, like something of that nature, right? But now I feel, and like using like Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers and these guys as examples, now I feel you can meet these people because they're not guarded the way they historically were. Like no one really knew Michael Jordan. Right. Like no one really knew Derek Jeter. But now, and I think teams should not allow this to happen, now you just put Jair Alexander in front of a live microphone, and that is stupid.
No, don't do that.
You put Aaron Rodgers on a national TV show once a week, and he is stupid. And you have to like police stupid. But yeah, and I do get the conversation where like it's about my brand and it's about my, but you're not smart enough or calculated enough to be able to put that stuff out in the world. So you end up getting hated. Just hated.
And yeah, you never saw this like for example, like a Michael Irvin type back in the day. How screwed would he who would have been in like smartphones and social media and all the antics that he got away with that he would not have now? Like, there's too many microphones. There's too many cameras. Like, for the example of Jair Alexander, the team, the PR machine should have got together, crafted a statement, and said, Jair, you messed up. This is what you say.
Correct.
Say this verbatim, and then after you say
It'll
that,
be better if.
say next question.
Yeah. And then say, oh, I already addressed that. Like, that's what you do. And I'll give you, here's a really fun example, right? John Stockton. There used to be this story that every time John Stockton would meet a fat kid, he would tell him to eat less bread. That is, I don't know if that's a real story.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a thing that somebody told as a joke one time and it caught on. But you're like, okay, that's like a jerk thing to say to Husky kids.
Atkins enthusiast.
Right.
Yeah.
And it turns out he super loves Donald Trump and doesn't believe in like certain medicines. And there's a ton of things about him that sucks, including probably some semi-racially motivated ideals.
What was going on in Utah at that time?
Right.
Karl Malone got exposed as like one of the worst dudes on the planet, and not to be outdone, John Stockton said, hold my needle.
Why is the best one Andrei Karolinko? Statistically,
that's a dude. That is an absolute dude.
And again, and I'm not trying to be that guy because the microphone is different than passing.
A friend of the show, Kalen, just handed me my cocktail. Not to be outdone.
Okay, what are you having over there?
I got the Cool Fortune.
Oh, let's go. It looks like a lime thing.
It's a
slime and lime.
It's a lockpick gin driven vehicle here.
There you go.
Egg whites, elderflower, simple syrup, and lime all shaken together, all sexy.
If you're on the live stream, facebook.com/talkabq, you can find your boys also on the YouTube, facebook.com/talkabq1943. So there's a lot of compliments on my beard right now. And I'm going to shoot you guys real straight.
Okay.
I had a heart-to-heart with my barber because he had been struggling.
Okay.
I gave him multiple opportunities His name is Gabe, friend of the show, Gabe.
Okay.
Familiar. Yeah.
We started our day at the YMCA
today. You guys did. I couldn't make it. I had a dental thing. I'm doing some work.
We worked out. We exercised for like an hour and a half this morning.
Yeah.
And it was all beard talk.
And it felt 2 hours. It felt 3 hours.
I gave him like win one for the Gipper speech.
Yeah.
A Newt Rockney-esque.
Yeah. How about
Lombardi adjacent speech for an hour and a half?
You should have said,
do not screw up Fred's beard this time.
You should have said win one with the hair clipper. Is what you should have said.
Yeah. Win one with your clipper.
Yeah. I sat down in his chair at the shop today, Legends Barbershop right there in Manal in Wyoming. So I sat down there with him and I said, hey, why don't you try doing a good job for a change? That's what I said.
And then we worked out so hard, you saw his hands shaking and the clippers moving sideways.
So,
and you're like, oh, God, what am I in for now?
I go in for a beard trim, and he starts on the back of my neck, and I go, I don't need a haircut. I need a beard trim. And he says, I'm lining you up, dog. It's a process.
Okay.
So long story short, I'm sitting here looking beard-tastic.
He did a fantastic job. I'm glad he really turned the corner.
Afterwards, he said, wasn't it nice that we could hopefully communicate and have this chemistry together? Because it takes two. And I said, Are you imitating me? Is that what this is? Is this like when you go on an interview and you cross your legs when you're getting interviewed? Because I feel like you're parodying me, because that's what I say.
I think he's doing what he does quite often, is he just quotes Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock. It takes two to make a. It takes two to make a.
You see that Rage Against the Machine said they were never getting back together?
That makes me rage against a lot of machines.
Which one specifically?
My record player.
CDs were gained traction last year. First time CDs have been on a steady decline from 2004 all the way to an all-time low last year, and they went up this year. CD sales.
That's wild. It's because they're becoming nostalgic. Kids don't know what they are, and they find out about them, and they're like, Uncle Van, why didn't you tell me about CDs?
So you're probably wrong. There's probably a way to like freebase off of them or something, and we just don't know.
Oh.
So they're super the other drug paraphernalia.
You can melt them down and smoke them. Is that what you're saying?
You know, if you hit with a lighter and blow into it, it makes a cool bubble. Also, if you don't know that friend of the show, you did not have the childhood that I had, because it was awesome.
Yeah. Get a stack of old CDs you want to listen to in a magnifying glass. Yeah. That's hours of fun.
You ever got a stack of old CDs and a hammer? But this is the best. Yeah. This is the whole thing.
Look, go put your disc golf discs away.
Yeah.
Take a stack of CDs.
Let them rip.
Go to Roosevelt Park.
Yeah.
Party.
Get your. So I call it the cheater saw, but the oscillating saw. Do you know what I'm talking about? So get the oscillating saw. Just make it look like. Just like cut a bunch of notches into it, like it's like on a table saw. Like make it like that kind of, and just sling it. Like it'll go into anything.
Don't sharpen the edges of CDs and throw them.
I have done.
They are a weapon.
They're incredibly sharp.
Unlike Jair Alexander.
No, he is not.
No, he's not sharp.
Don't meet your heroes. That's the whole point I'm trying to get to.
It's bad.
It's not a thing.
Jose Altuve's super nice.
Oh,
I met him. He's the nicest damn thing ever.
I met some of mine, and they were all super nice.
That's good.
All of them?
Well, a couple of my favorite athletes.
Like dudes?
I've met. Yeah.
They trying to sleep with you, or are they trying to be cool with you?
No, I was just like
50-50.
Yes.
50-50.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a woman. Yeah. Maybe that's why they treated me different. I did have an embarrassing moment with Alex Smith, but I was drunk.
Go on. Yeah. We've been talking about you. We've been talking about Utah all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Alex Smith, he's a tall, handsome guy, and that injury was brutal, right?
Yeah.
When he was on the Washington Commanders, Redskins, whatever you want to call them, Guardians, as Fred would say. And I was at U.S. Bank of Minnesota, Commanders, Vikings, and I ran into Dan Snyder and Alex Smith in a suite. And I was hammered. Like, it was not good. I was very drunk. And I asked him, how's the leg? Because I was very nervous talking to him. And that's the only thing that came out. And I felt, but I said it very awkwardly.
Okay, I can imagine. What did Dan Snyder say about his leg?
And then it was awkward, and he walked away.
It is awkward.
So his leg was good. He walked away.
Yeah, well, yeah, because that injury was one of the worst injuries I've ever witnessed.
That's awful.
And
Well, at least you're talking to Dan Snyder, not Joe Theismann.
no, I was talking to Alex Smith.
Could have been. How
Yeah.
drunk were you?
Well, the Joe Theismann joke still.
Well, no, they
plays.
were sitting there together, so I was like, okay.
It is awkward if you see Alex Smith and you're like, "Hey, big game this weekend. Break a leg." Don't do that thing.
You want to hear something wild?
It was awkward.
Is it about meeting your heroes? Because I had one more story, but go ahead.
I'm sure we talked about this
I have
on
a
the
bunch.
program. Joe Theismann and Alex Smith's injuries, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Both played for the Washington Redskins.
Guardians.
Washington football team, whatever they are.
Yeah.
Okay. In Washington, D.C. Broken right tibia and fibula, both of them. November 18th, both of them. 39-yard line, both of them. Final score, 23-21, both of them. Caused by three-time Defensive Player of the Year Lawrence Taylor. Alex Smith, caused by three-time Defensive Player of the Year J.J. Watt. Left tackle, Pro Bowl left tackle Joe Jacoby. He was off the field due to injury. Alex Smith, Pro Bowl left tackle Trent Williams off the field due to injury. That is spooky.
Oh, that is spooky.
That is spooky. What's your story, Fred?
I feel like every year I should put a bet on Washington Guardian quarterbacks for this exact same scenario.
Okay.
A
Only
$5
on
bet.
November 18th.
Yep. Every November 18th. Couple NFL records could be set this weekend. We'll talk about those when we get back. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610 live from Safe House. Come hang out with your boys. They're definitely smoking some drinks because it's filling out in here, man.
Yeah, baby.
Also, some friends of the show are here, which is a lot of fun. Live music setting up. They got a fun art thing. It's Art Walk tonight. It's going to be a whole deal. Don't forget Saturday and Sunday football right here on the Sports Animal.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Player team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud. Found on from across New Mexico. I'm most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with more in the morning.
Traffic right now, all in all, things continue to move really well here in the metro this afternoon. We do have a couple of slowdowns, though. We'll start with westbound on Paseo. As you approach 2nd Street, you're going to see some slowdowns. Those are going to last until Eagle Range, so watch out for that. Also, traffic continues to move just a little bit 5 between Osuna and Montgomery. South of the city right now, I-25 between Albuquerque and Los Lunas. Don't see any problems in either direction there. If you see an accident, it's 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
It's a game, not a war. It's for win or lose, not life or death. But say that for winter brings the playoffs and a season is at stake.
January is simple to understand. Win or go home.
You know, it's been survive in advance or win to go home.
And the Sports Animal has you covered with every play.
I have to get better for my team.
This is Albuquerque's home for the NFL and the NFL postseason. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
If you own a home or business, one day you'll think about your roof. Hopefully you won't wait until it leaks. Now's the time to call Everguard Roofing and Solar. Nobody does more home and commercial roofing projects. Why? Because of be honest and do quality work. General contractors trust them. You can too. Get a free in-person estimate. Thinking about your roof now? You know what to do. Call 821-9543 or visit everguardroofing.com.
The Window Depot is more than a window store. The Window Depot is a one-stop warehouse with everything you need for your complete home remodel. Shop in a variety of colors, granite and quartz countertops, sinks, skylights, and hardware to complete your project. Need a custom order? We can help. Our designers offer free design services and can special order everything you need for your kitchen or bathroom remodel today. Shop thewindowdepot.com or find a location near you. The Window Depot, more than a window store.
It seems like everywhere you look right now, someone is sick. This year, prepare your family for airborne invaders like bacteria, pollen, and yes, germs with Navage Nasal Care. Navage flushes ultra-pure, refreshing saline in one nostril on the back of the nose and out of the other nostril. Navage sucks out viruses, dust, and other airborne particles, all the stuff that gets trapped in your nose, making you miserable. Don't get caught empty-handed this winter. Get Navage, the drug-free solution that helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Even better, Navage is HSA, FSA eligible. So Navage is a great way to spend those funds before they expire. Don't wait a minute longer. Buy Navage today and you'll breathe easier knowing you're putting
10 seconds.
Navage is available online at Navage.com or Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-G-E. Healthy life.
City's home for sports.
Hell yeah. Yes.
This is 95.9 FM and AM 610.
Guys ready? Here we go. Mike is hot.
Back live at Safe House.
Yeah, we is.
Now, this show is traditionally about the numbers.
Sure.
We're a big stat show.
Are we?
You tune into us for the box score. That's our thing.
Okay, you're being sarcastic.
Yes.
I'm the numbers guy.
Got some NFL records on the line this weekend.
I'm the ex-WOBA guy.
Now, NFL records don't matter anymore because it's 17 games.
Say that ad nauseum.
Is that not true?
Yes, I say that ad nauseum. That means a lot. I say it a lot. Sorry. Quit using my quarter words.
Brock Purdy can break the NFL record for yards per attempt in a season.
I think he already has because he's not playing in Week 18. So if he broke it already, he broke it. He ain't playing.
He's averaging 9.6 yards per attempt through 16 games. That record is currently held by Matt Ryan. So it looks like he will take that.
And he only needed 16 games because he got the extra one, which he's not playing.
Stroud is 530 yards away from breaking the NFL passing record for rookies in a season. Stroud did miss 2 games, but it's still at 38.44. Andrew Luck has the record at 4,374. Stroud's averaging 276. It would be far-fetched, but he could hold the record for most pass yards per game. There you go.
Yeah, I think that one seems pretty safe too. And it looks like if he wouldn't have missed those games, he would have demolished the record.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Well, not demolished, but it would have been close because 275 times 2, you have to get it would be close.
But he has this game also coming up,
which would have been a third.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tyreek Hill is 248 yards away from setting the NFL receiving yards record set by Calvin Johnson with 1,964. That was all the way back in 2012.
Right.
Hill has 1717. He's the first player to have 2 ever 1,700-yard seasons.
The season he's putting together, I mean, again, just like C.J. Stroud, too. I feel like Tyreek would have demolished the record if he would have played a full season. I mean, I was chanting from the top of the Sandias that Tyreek Hill's the MVP of the league, obviously until he had to miss some time.
Puka Nacua is on the verge of setting the NFL rookie record with catches and receiving yards. Jalen Waddle currently holds the record just 2 years ago. 3 years ago? 3 years ago?
Yeah.
He had 104 catches. And the receiving yards record is a cat named Bill Groman. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Back in the 1960s.
Not a clue.
They 1473.
I didn't even know they passed the ball in the 60s.
Nacua currently is 3 catches away and 30-something yards away. So if he had 4 catches and 29 yards, he would break both marks.
And he's got to do it with Carson Wentz at the helm.
Let's go.
So good luck, Nuka Lapuka.
Brandon Aubrey is 3 field goals shy of setting the NFL record for most field goals made without a miss. All the way back in 2002, some drunken-up kicker named Matt Vanderjagt was 37 of 37, and Aubrey is 35 of 35 this year.
He's going to get some chances, and Cowboys are going to try to win to hold on to their position.
Player records are kind of fun, right, man?
Yeah.
Tua Tagovailoa
Hooga.
Can become the first quarterback since 2011. That, of course, was Drew Brees to lead the NFL in completion percentage and yards. Tua has 4,451 passing yards and 69.6 completion rate, both of which lead the NFL. He also needs just 2 passing touchdowns for 30 on the year. Dan Marino was the last Dolphin quarterback to go for over 30 way back in your favorite Orville year, 1984, when he had 48.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Now, this is the most important personal stat of them all.
Okay.
Dak Prescott can be the first Cowboys quarterback to lead the NFL in passing touchdowns. He currently leads the NFL with 32 on the year.
You better throw some more. Jordan Love's coming for you,
No,
baby.
he's not.
Jordan Love's coming for you.
Josh Allen has 27 passing touchdowns, 15 rushing touchdowns on the season. That's wild. He needs just
He's a
3
dude.
passing touchdowns to match Cam Newton for the most 30-yard pass touchdown, 10 rushdown seasons ever. That's only 2, but that's still an exceptional 2.
He's going to do that every single year he's
Mhm.
healthy. Every single year he's healthy, he's going to do it again.
Hurts and Allen both have 15 tutties on the season, tied for the most by a quarterback in NFL history. Either can set the single-season record. Both have already passed Cam Newton's 2011 record of 14. Do you think that's a neat one to me? Because Jalen Hurts, they're set.
Yeah.
If I was Josh Allen, coach, let's sneak it here.
Of course, and they're going to do it every time. Just to pump up the numbers. Look, let's talk about Bears records now.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay Packers quarterback Jordan Love, who is kind of a rookie, kind of ish. It's his first season playing a full season. In Major League Baseball, he would be a rookie. In the NFL, obviously, he's not. With 1 game left, Jordan Love has 3,849 passing yards and 30 touchdown passes. No Chicago Bears quarterback has ever reached either of those marks in a single season. In the history of the franchise, this is Jordan Love's first year. Jordan Love, the guy that we are in complete doubt about, the guy that went from Hall of Fame quarterback to Hall of Fame quarterback to unknown guy, is already better than every Bears quarterback in the history of their franchise. That is wild.
That's awesome. That's an awesome. That's awesome stat and fact.
He's already the best one.
He's not a
The
rookie.
Green Bay Packers do it right, though. They actually develop quarterbacks. No one really does that anymore.
Who develops quarterbacks the best?
The Packers.
The Packers.
The Packers.
I think it's the Houston Texans. C.J. Stroud is just 156
Love
passing
C.J.
yards
Stroud.
away from 4,000,
Who was their quarterback before C.J. Stroud?
which would be only the 5th 4,000-yard season by rookie quarterback Luck. Herbert, Newton, and Winston also accomplished the feat.
Amory hit you with a pop quiz, hot shot.
I would never be able to.
Davis Mills.
Davis Mills.
I don't know who that is.
It's the previous Houston Texan quarterback and cereal magnate, Davis Mills.
Kyren Williams leads the NFL in rush yards per game at 95, which
Bonkers.
that's a throwback to the way football used to be played.
Bonkers.
And become the 3rd Rams player in the Super Bowl era to lead the league in rushing per game, joining actual good running backs Marshall Faulk and Eric Dickerson.
It was a different day. It was a different game.
Workhorses.
Marshall Faulk was not a workhorse. Marshall
I'm
Faulk
saying
was fortunate to be in the place that he was in at the time he was there.
Oh, he was wicked talented.
Sure.
Yeah, make sure we give him his flowers. But also those 2 offenses he played for?
Yeah, Mike Martz.
Are you kidding me?
Unreal. That Don Coryell, like the whole thing was so special at the time.
it's a good playlist going on.
I'll
In the background, by the way.
I'm gonna make you a playbook you can't refuse.
We're going to keep you on the field. A.J. Brown has 1,447 receiving yards this season, 50 yards away from breaking his own franchise record in receiving yards at 1,496. When you're so very close, get to 1,500. 1,500 looks a lot cooler on ProFootballReference.com than 1,490 something.
And they're going to play.
Yeah.
They can, if Eagles win and Cowboys lose, they're the champs. They get to have a home game instead of a road game. They're going to try hard. A.J. Brown's going to play.
Outside looking in, Amon-Ra St. Brown has 112 catches on the year, 12 shy of setting the franchise record for receptions in a season. Herman Moore has that mark currently with 123 and 95. Now, if I'm playing Madden and I see that, I'm throwing 12 straight screen passes to Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm throwing 12 quick outs. Give me a dozen crosses over the middle at 4 yards apiece so that the sun god, Amon-Ra St. Brown, can become the all-time season leader in receptions.
I absolutely love that idea. Just keep chunking up to him. And again, the Lions also have something to play for. They can leapfrog the Cowboys. If they win, Cowboys lose. They're the number 2 seed behind the Niners. They're actually going to play. They're actually going to try. This could happen.
Mikey Evans has 13 receiving tutties on the year, 2 short of his own record set in 2021. That'd be cool for him. Sam Laporta has matched Keith Jackson for the most receptions by rookie tight end in a season. That is 81. He needs 1 catch to have sole possession of that mark. Sam Laporta, a shoo-in.
I would agree. Yeah, they're going to feed him for sure, too.
We talked about it a little bit earlier with Aaron Buck Burnett, but Travis Kelce has 984 receiving yards on the season, catapulting my fantasy football team to a third-place finish. Needing just 16 yards for 1,000, he can get there with like one.
Feed him. Feed him on the first drive.
Yeah. You go one series.
Who's playing? Blaine Gabbert?
Yeah.
Is Blaine Gabbert the Chiefs quarterback?
You walk up to him before and you say, Blaine.
Listen up, Blaine.
I'm going to the 36-yard line, and I'm hitting the sideline.
Yeah.
Throw me the damn ball. Because they start on the 20. That's what I was saying. Sure. Okay, yeah, good pull. Sam Laporta again with Jahmyr Gibbs. Laporta and Gibbs can be the first pair of rookie teammates with 10 tutties scored. Gibbs has 10 scrimmage touchdowns. Laporta currently has 9. You want more?
A lot of records potentially for
That's
the
why
Lions.
I brought this whole thing. I thought it was
prolific.
Yeah, this is not my list. It's not CBS Sports.
Okay.
But I was like, oh, this is a good one.
So these are like all-time records.
These are now like player ones, but yeah.
And it helps with
later in the program, Marie is going to tell us personal records and how a bunch of players can win a bunch of money off of themselves this coming weekend.
Is that a fact, Amory?
Yes. I'm going to tell you how much they make.
Yeah.
If there's some incentives in the NFL this weekend.
We'll do that
if
whenever
some players do some things.
We'll definitely do that after the break. The just wrapping up this list because we're just basically there at this point. Montgomery and Gibbs, who you know can be the first running back tandem to finish the season with 1,000 rushing yards and 10 tutties. Gibbs has 915 yards. That's going to be a little tougher. Montgomery is 975.
Right.
But if you feed the beast the right way. T.J. Watt can be the first player in NFL history to lead the league in sacks 3 times. He already led the league in 20 and 21. Therefore, he's got 17. He should be a shoo-in for that unless some teams just give up. Your favorite player, Montez Sweat, can be the first player in NFL history to lead 2 teams in sacks in one season.
That's wild, isn't it? That's so bonkers. So bonkers.
Lastly, but not leastly, because this category of player doesn't matter, linebacker, Khalil Mack has 16 sacks on the year, 1.5 shy of setting the franchise record, set by a friend of the show, Sean Marion, in 2006. Does Khalil Mack surpass Thoughts, Sean Merriman?
I usually root for guys in this situation.
Yeah, fail here.
But we're rooting against.
Yeah, sorry, Khalil. Whenever we get back, we tell you what those numbers can mean to a lot of players. And we're talking pocketbook-wise as Marie leads us through contract incentives. It's 2 Men On live from Safe House downtown, the intersection of Central and 7th. It's 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored.
Claire?
Insurance. At Progressive, they're making things even easier. They'll help you bundle your home and car insurance together so you can save on both. Learn more at progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE. That's progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
Traffic right now, things not looking too bad at all here in the metro for a Friday afternoon. Are dealing with some slowdowns though westbound on I-40. They'll start around 2nd Street. They'll last until Coors. Also westbound on Paseo right now, approaching 2nd Street. You're going to see a little bit of congestion. That'll last until Eagle Ranch. headed south on Coors right now, approaching Montano. Traffic moving a little slow there. South of the city right now, I-25 between Albuquerque. See any problems in either direction there.
This report brought to you by the Albuquerque Journal.
The Albuquerque Journal and Business Outlook. When you need local answers, the most reliable and in-depth information about health, safety, jobs, taxes, crime, energy, transportation, or government. Get the answers. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Furniture and mattress, make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio.
I'm Aaron Hogsworth here to help you beat the books with BetQL. The Rockets are hanging around 500 and host the top team in the West tonight, the Timberwolves. Houston is a 3.5 point. And BetQL likes the Rockets in this game. The BetQL model has Rockets up as a 5-star best bet. I'm Aaron Hawksworth. Bet smarter, beat the books. Download the BetQL and bet him.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers 395094. Tax Relief Helpers will provide a law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
$1,000 in taxes, and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. And
you owe money to the IRS. Don't wait another day. Call 800-539-5094 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-539-5094. 800-539-5094.
Hey, Dr. Portrayal.
Life can be so unpredictable. After losing my dad, it made me think about my family if something were to happen to me. Mortgage, car payment, bills. Summer vacation would be out of reach. I had heard about life insurance through Ethos and how easy it was to get coverage. They were right. I knew it was time to stop putting it off and get life insurance right now. I got on my computer and went to ethoslife.com. In just 10 minutes, I was covered. And boom, family protected. So my family won't have to worry about the bills if the unpredictable happens to me.
Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's GETETHOS.com.
When a cold comes on strong, try DayQuil's Severe Honey flavor. The daytime, coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, Honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Powerful cold and flu taste so a cold won't slow you down. Get feeling relieved, enjoying the delicious flavor of DayQuil Severe Honey. DayQuil Severe Honey flavor soothes your symptoms with a delicious taste. Uses to reach of children.
Ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. Is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional grade industry, even hard to find products, and we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on. We have an unwavering commitment. Up and running. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by.
Here we go. Guys. All right, here we go.
Back live on the program, back live at Safe House. It's gonna be a good little night here. All right, Amory, give it to us.
Okay, so these individual player incentives, they can make a lot of extra money this with from the Kansas City Chiefs. Chris If he gets half, that's half. He gets $1.25 million.
All right, I know what prop bets to make when I go to our friends at the sports book tonight or tomorrow morning. This is going to be one of them for sure.
Yes. For the Ravens, if Jadeveon Clowney gets half a sack, he gets $50,000.
Okay, also on the list. It's a bummer that I can't parlay prop bets here.
I know. Well, they changed that. You used to be able to,
Yeah.
but that has switched over to MGM. You're not allowed to anymore. Okay. For the Atlanta Falcons, if Bud Dupree gets more than 1.5 sacks, he gets $1 million.
That's wild.
I'd be so
$1.5 million?
Get it?
What? A stack and a half gets him $1.5 million.
But you said over.
Yeah.
So he has to get 2 sacks.
Yeah. Or 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5 more sacks.
Well,
Says
because you
more.
can get half a sack.
Correct.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So 1.5 per him.
1.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get a sack,
So
get a bag.
if you could take the over of 1, I would say take it. At 1.5, I would not say take the over.
I'm doing Chris Jones for sure.
Sure.
Yeah, he'll get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll get. He's gonna be so hungry. Jadeveon Clowney only needs one. He'll be so hungry.
They're playing the Chargers. The broken Chargers.
Oh, are they gonna let how much are they gonna let Clowney play? Is the question. They don't want him going too hard and doing something stupid.
Clowney. Oh, that's true. Clowney's playing the Steelers. Hold on.
Wait, why am
I
I
don't
holding
even know.
on?
Clowney would play. I think he wants to play because he wants to make that money.
Yeah, yeah, he's going to advocate for himself super hard.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Someone. I heard my name.
Mm-hmm. You got a lot of fans
if
here
Jordan,
too.
Oh. So
Take a deep
Dan,
breath.
your Packers, your boy Jordan Love, if he makes the playoffs, he makes $500,000.
Oh, they're gonna win. Yeah, I'm putting a nice little chunk on my pack. I usually don't bet on my own team, but when they're going up against the Bears at home, which they've won 9 straight against, the emergence of Jordan Love the last few weeks, we're seeing the 3rd straight Hall of Famer right before our eyes. I'm putting a chunk on the pack.
You don't want to just, but you don't feel like Chicago's due?
No. They've been doing way too well.
Okay.
That's true. Okay, so I'm not sure about this next one because one, he is about to curse the Ravens. I don't
Nevermore.
story, but 2, he was hurt last week, and I know they want to rest a lot of players. Another player in the Baltimore Ravens, Odell Beckham, if he gets more than 5 receptions, he gets $500K.
Take the under.
Yeah, they
That's
want
a tough
him
one. That's a
healthy.
tough-
Yeah.
Him buying that yacht's going to screw the whole thing up.
Oh man, let's definitely
my
do that.
gosh.
Take the under.
What is he doing?
He bought a yacht for the team for the bye week because they have a bye week in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's done that. There's familiar stories.
Yeah.
I think
What do
he
you
needs to
mean?
reflect on his past
What's the familiar story?
with the New York Giants.
Oh, he did that there too?
Yep.
So
Yeah,
here's the
it was
thing.
not good.
If you get a new girlfriend, you can't give the same gift that you gave at a previous holiday. Like your new girlfriend deserves a better gift than you personally recycling a gift that you already gave.
You talking used lingerie?
No, not used lingerie because you shouldn't. No matter what, you should do that.
Please don't.
But yeah, if you're like, oh my god, one time I bought a personalized tumbler with their monogram on it, and I'm gonna buy that same gift for your new girl. Don't do that.
Don't do that ever.
Give your new girlfriend, in this case, the Baltimore Ravens, the gift they deserve, which is, I don't know, like a trip to outer space or something.
Virgin Galactic.
Yeah, Virgin Galactic.
Yeah, there you go. Or just a completely different yacht.
Is it the same yacht?
Yes.
It is?
No, it's a different one. No, it's in Baltimore. It's called the Baltimore Spirit or something.
Well, hold on again. Because Baltimore, New York, not that far
Not
by
that far.
water.
Yeah.
Like, it's just right there. You go down some, and then, like, if it's at nighttime, you turn towards the sun.
Yeah. Are you familiar with vinyl letters? You can just scrape
gotta-
off the old one,
I
put
gotta
on a new one.
I got to send the picture of the boats.
Appreciate you.
I'll break. Okay, so there's still a couple more. So if DeAndre Hopkins, the wide receiver for the Tennessee Titans, gets 7 more receptions and 2 more touchdowns, he gets $250,000.
No, miss it.
No.
The Titans are playing the Jaguars. Now there was breaking news that Trevor Lawrence might not play on Sunday. Just to let everybody know.
Saw that.
Now
as
hold on.
well.
That came out today because I didn't see that.
Yeah, D-Hop getting 7
Yeah.
receptions, force feeding him the ball in the middle of the field. Sure.
From Ryan
2
Tannehill.
touchdowns.
Wait, who's out?
Trevor Lawrence is questionable with his shoulder.
Yeah. I think
Don't
it's
play him.
leaning doubtful.
Yeah, don't play him.
Yeah, but the problem is Jaguars lose, they're out of
They
the
have to
playoffs.
win.
They have to win.
Is Will Levis
And then the
playing?
Colts or Texans are in. No, it's Ryan Tannehill.
You're okay with whoever you got.
They'll feed him the ball. I don't know if they'll be in position to score enough.
And this is one of those if Indianapolis wins things, right? So because Gardner Minshew would like the opportunity
Or
to,
the
to
Texans.
get the Colts in and the Jaguars not in.
Jaguar, I think is the
Yes,
pronunciation.
I believe that's correct.
Would you like me to keep going? There's a couple more.
Well, yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
please.
wait, we're on bated breath.
If Alexander Madison, the running back for the Minnesota Vikings, gets 74 more yards, he gets $250,000.
74?
Minnesota Vikings,
Okay.
Count it.
74 rushing yards.
Count it.
But
He's
they're
playing the Detroit Lions.
now they're a historically cheap organization. They might sabotage your boy.
Yeah. Oh, they've done that before.
Yeah. And they could again.
Okay. So from the Houston Texans, Dalton Schultz, if he gets 6 more catches and 107 more yards, he gets $250,000.
That's a tight end.
Yes.
I take that one. 'Cause those guys don't get big paychecks, and when a team can help those dudes make money, they do that thing to help those dudes.
Yep.
So I will take that's
I could see 6 catches. 107 yards is a lot, though.
not on 6 catches.
Oh, he needs to hit both or just the receptions?
Yeah, he needs to hit both.
Yeah, I'm gonna
man.
say he gets it.
That's tough. They're not crazy about that
They have like a weird wheel play or something that's gonna get him like release in a flat or do a thing. He's gonna get a big chunk of it, like 40 of it in one play, and then it's gonna be 5 yards, 10 yards of pop, 5 more catches, 10 yards and some change of pop. He's good. Put it in the book.
Okay, 2 more. Austin Eckler gets 110 more yards. He gets $115,000.
And this is total or rushing?
Total, receiving or rushing.
Isn't it wild to be like, hey, for every yard I run, I get $1,000 today?
That's that one I want to
That'd be
book.
so
I
awesome.
am betting on that one.
Yeah.
I'm betting on Chris Jones, Jadeveon Clowney, and Austin Eckler.
If I'm broadcasting that game, if I'm the broadcaster, I'm like Austin Eckler up the middle for a $6,000 gain, and he's back to the huddle.
Yes.
Last one is from the Houston Texans as well. If Devin Singletary gets 84 more yards, he gets $125,000.
That's awesome. Put that. He's going to get that too. Wait, was the tight end on that same team?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, okay. So now you end up in a weird locker room energy.
Yeah.
Because every time they turn to hand it off to him,
Yeah.
they're
Like,
not
hey.
throwing it to him.
Uh-huh.
Every time they throw it to him, they're not handing it off to him.
Or you team together.
You go passing first, though.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Singletary, no, you hand it off to Singletary. He gets like 5-ish yards, pitches it to Schultzy boy. He gets a 5
Hold on.
yarder.
That's not a reception, though. That's rushing yards.
But then you also feed him receptions too.
Laterals
and then,
or rushing?
And then Schultzy boy catches a pass. Who comes running up next to him? Old Singletary. They're going to do like 30, maybe 40 statues of liberty.
Again, those aren't receiving yards.
The old hook and ladder.
I like it.
Cannot stress this enough.
Wildly likely.
Is it
Those
total
are,
yards or
your
receiving
incentives.
yards?
It's total.
Well, if it's total yards, yes, man. The annexation of what's this kid's name, Laporta.
La Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's a different guy.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Pretty close. We
Those
got.
are good incentives for betting.
Do we have guests when we get back or no?
6 o'clock. We got owner, operator, and head distiller Chris Lurick.
Today's I-9 Varsity, whenever we get back, is the I-9 Varsity of TV shows for A. Marie when she moves to Japan to fight off her spiraling depression. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, live from Safe House downtown, Central and 7th. Come hang out with your boys. It's going to be a banger of a night. It's already filled out pretty good here. A lot of friends of the show.
Sweet.
The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Progressive.
There, you got about like 3.5, 4 minutes.
Thank you.
To save money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. Visit progressive.com. That's progressive.com.
Well, traffic right now, just a little bit of a slowdown westbound on I-40 as you approach Coors. Think Paseo headed west, right near the river. You can see just a little bit of a slowdown. Those slowdowns will last until Coors. I-25 here in town looks good in both directions. North of the city, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Don't see any problems in either direction there. If you see an accident, call the traffic track at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle, 3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Pro football is a game. It's for win or lose, not life or death. But say that in the summer, for winter brings the playoffs and a season is at stake.
January is simple to understand. Win or go home.
No, it's been survive in advance or win and go home.
And the Sports Animal has you covered with every play. This is Albuquerque's home for the NFL and the NFL postseason. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animals.
Listen up, New Mexico. I am Zach Brandt, General Manager of Capital Ford, your hometown Ford dealer. We are family owned and operated for over 58 years. We've been providing Northern New Mexico with a Capital Ford is your hometown good folks. Great choice. Low. We will help you. That's what hometown good folks, great choice, low price. We make it easy. Ford dealer does best. Visit us today at 4490 Cerrillos Road in Santa Fe or online at capitalfordsantafe.com.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number. Got penalty fees by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-539. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed 80 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call or right now before the IRS measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call and 5094 800-539-5094 800-539-5094.
Your local men's and women's basketball team play January 6th in the pit as they open Mount West Conference play. Women's basketball hosts Boise State at 2 p.m., while men's basketball hosts Wyoming at 8 p.m.
Here we go.
The start of the year. For tickets to either game, visit golobos.com/tickets. That's Saturday, January 6th, for a day of football basketball in the Go Lobos.
New Mexico's Sports Authority. 95.9 FM and AM 610.
Mike is hot.
Sports Animal.
Today's I-9 Varsity. The I-9 Varsity of TV shows that A. Marie should watch. League Office 280 at i9sports.com, 505-312-4999. If you have recommendations for A. Marie on her TV watching, including all of her new life in Japan, 505-246-0610, she will need some time filled, Van. She's gonna be in a tough spot.
And we're here for A. Marie, and we're here for the friend of the show to hit you with the best value for your entertainment dollar.
Yeah, 100%. You want me to go first? Or would you like to, Ben?
Kick it off, brother.
Give me MXC, the Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. So what this is, Marie?
Okay.
It's a game show. Well, it's actually filmed in Japan. But it's a game show where contestants try to reach the top of Mount Moriyama. And to do that, they often have to climb up stairs that are covered in dish soap, and they fall to the ground with hilarious commentary. Watch MXC, the Most Extreme Elimination Challenge.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Okay, I'll watch that.
Yeah.
Vic Romano
I'll
and
watch
Kenny
that.
Blankenship. Are those your dudes right there?
It's a critically acclaimed comedy thanks to a popular Japanese game show from the 80s. For much of its success, the actual footage is taken from something called Takeshi's Castle, which tested contestants as they pay and their pain threshold, man, by putting them through a series of bizarre physical challenges. So think ABC's Wipeout, but much better.
But much better and funny.
Yeah.
With
So
field,
starting off strong.
Yeah.
With legendary field reporter on the program, Guy Ledouche.
Yes.
Guy Ledouche. First on my I-9 varsity of shows that Marie needs to watch in Japan when she's fighting off her impending depression. One of my all-time favorites, can't miss. This show is literally for everyone. It is hilarious. FX's smash hit, What We Do in the Shadows. What it is, Marie, it is a vampire mockumentary. It's not a horror thing. It's not scary. Not a lot of blood and guts, but it is absolutely hilarious.
All right.
I love every second of it. It's made by Taika Waititi. It was a movie first, and it was so popular they turned it into a TV show.
It's a pretty smart show.
It is hilarious. The dialogue is fantastic. They casted every single character absolutely perfect. I could not endorse a program as hard as I do What We Do in the Shadows.
Okay. Hey, Marie, do you have any recommendations for yourself? Is there anything you've been waiting for?
No, this is all fascinating to me. Not
Okay.
to expect, but I'm ready.
Okay. I have what I believe to be one of the best suggestions of the day.
Okay.
Now, there's this show, because I know, Amory, you said you're a big fan of Gordon Ramsay.
Uh-huh.
I am.
I would like to introduce you to Iron Chef. It's a Japanese television cooking show produced by Fuji Television. The series premiered obviously in October of 1993. The stylized cooking, cook-off feature where they brought in specialty ingredients. There were many Iron Chefs, man. Do you need their names, or do you want me to not tell you who they are?
Sure, go ahead.
Chin Kenichi was always my favorite.
Okay.
Put Chin Kenichi on the top. Now, he was a Chinese-inspired chef, but he often battled a very strong competitor in Yuka Anishibe, who was a French chef, Hiroyuki Sakai, Mariyoshi Kobe. There were just a lot of guys that really brought the heat on it. Don't ever, Amory, spoiler alert, root for Mariishi Morimoto. He tries too many outlandish things.
Oh, no.
Yeah, not an often winner, but themed ingredients and the American commentary over the top makes it as good as anything ever created.
Okay, great suggestion.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in.
But you have to watch it in
those are great.
Japanese. No subtitles.
Yeah.
No dubbed.
Okay.
But also next on my I-9 varsity
Duolingo.
of shows you need to watch. This one's going to be uplift. What We Do in the Shadows, that's going to make you laugh. It's going to make you happy. This one is going to make you realize how awesome your life actually is. How To with John Wilson. How To with John Wilson, I think, is the best show on television, whether it's comedy or drama, whatever. It's geniusly shot. It's a unique premise. It's in the Nathan Fielder verse. We know he's a genius. It's a heartwarming tale. I'll just tell you that much. How To with John Wilson.
I don't know.
Well, thanks, guys.
Yeah, maybe like Pokemon or something. NFL picks this hour. A very good friend of the show, Chris Lurg, joins us. It's 2 Men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. Live from Safe House, intersection of Gold and 7th. Come hang out with your boys. Don't forget Saturday and Sunday Night Football right here on the Sports Animal.
Letterkenny. The answer is Letterkenny.
Blair.
Cool. I went with Japanese shows.
Yeah, I got you.
She's living in Japan.
In traffic right now, at this point, really nothing much in the way of problems at all. Now, we do have a stalled vehicle on the flyover from southbound I-25 to eastbound 40, and that is causing a little bit of a slowdown in that area. So be aware of that. But otherwise, both I-25 and I-40 look good. Paseo, Alameda, Montano, those river crossings all moving up to speed. Do still see just a little bit of a slowdown southbound on Coors as you approach Montano. Accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe, here to tell you the biggest thing I've learned about insurance companies over the years, and it's really simple. They don't care about you. Insurance companies are publicly traded companies who have an obligation to their shareholders to deliver. They have teams of investigators, adjusters, and lawyers all working against you from the moment you call them. Hurt or wrecked? Don't be a victim of the insurance companies. Call Lerner and Rowe today.
Lerner and Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement. Taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily for code owe $10,000 or more. You must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. Toll-free number has been established so you can avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-539-5090. Relief Helpers will provide protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes, and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-539-5094 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. 539-5094. 539-5094.
Annie.
For the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Two men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in Marie Castillo. This is Two Men On with Van Slow.
Boys are at Safe House downtown. Let's go.
Ooh, baby. Wait for another cocktail.
Amory is a liar, and she's going to place bets this weekend.
Absolutely.
The
last week of the NFL.
I haven't smoked a cigarette, and I'm still vegetarian. So somebody's crushing their New Year's resolutions.
I made a lot of New Year's resolutions come to fruition for friends of the show.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What are they?
Be here daily.
Keep showing up to work.
Did it all week.
Cool. What are you doing next Tuesday?
They say, well, I got to go.
All right. Fred breaks his New Year's resolution next Tuesday.
The feedback is people like it better when I'm here.
Well, not from the emails I get forwarded.
I don't know about that. Feedback from who?
Friends of the show.
The Mirror.
We have a lot of friends of the show. Okay. The picks.
Ooh, let's do some picks.
Saturday's games we'll start with. Now, these are only nighttime games. We don't do afternoon games on Saturday. Or I guess, 2:30.
No,
so
the Ravens
that's an
game's at
afternoon.
2:30. Yeah.
So, Steelers at Ravens. There's a lot in this one.
Yeah.
The Ravens will lose. It's Ravens by 2.5. The over-under is 35. Take the over and take the Steelers with the points. Also, if you want to take a money line, do that too. The Ravens are not playing for that thing. Give me the Steelers.
Yeah, the Ravens are going to dial it in. Also, this is still a divisional matchup. The backups for the Ravens still want to win. Like, they're not going to dial it in that hard. Even with all of their starters on the bench, they're only 3.5-point dogs at home. Like, the Ravens can crush the Steelers' playoff hopes with their backups.
The Steelers already have a winning record, which extends Mike Tomlin's deal.
Sure.
But double
with
digit-
Belichick having a losing season.
Yeah, loser.
He's on the island by himself now.
Marie, what do you think?
I'm definitely betting on this game because I don't like that all of the Baltimore Ravens starters are sitting.
Yeah.
And the players, the Pittsburgh Steelers, as much as there's like 6 different scenarios to get into the playoff, and it's still a divisional game. I think the Ravens will still win this, but I'm not betting on this game.
Yeah, I'm not betting on it either.
Terrible.
I do like the Steelers. They're clawing for their playoff lives. They get to play the Ravens backups. I mean, I would do Steelers money line if it's in the middle of a parlay, but I don't even like the Steelers winning by 3.5 or 4.5, wherever the line is now, or it's going to end up. So miss me with this one.
The Houston Texans have to travel to Indianapolis to lose on the road. The Colts are favored by 1.5. The over-under is 46.5. Take the under, but take the Colts.
I got the Texans as the 1.5 point favorite on the road. I'm putting Houston money line in a couple of my parlays, and I might bet it straight up. CJ Stroud's too good. He is too good. He will beat Indy.
Texas has surrendered the 7th most pass yards this season. They give up a lot of yards. Gardner
And
Minshew can do it.
Minshew can be that dude.
Hey,
This is going to be a really good game. Really good game.
It comes. There's one.
My heart's too much in this.
There's one fact
Excuse
that's
me.
a lot of fun about this one. If Minshew doesn't throw an interception, Van, the Colts are undefeated at 6-0. In the 6 games where Minshew doesn't turn it over, the Colts are undefeated.
That's an interesting stat. You know this is a big Gardner Minshew house, and I would love to see him in the playoffs. Basically, whoever they play in the playoffs, I'm rooting for them as hard as humanly possible. But I think the Texans are too good top to bottom. CJ Stroud is that dude. He looked healthy last week. I think he's going to ball out. I'm not even messing with the spread. Give me Houston money line.
Hey, Marie, how big will the Colts win?
I like the Colts money line, but I'm betting with my heart in this one for my household. So, but I really am hoping that the Colts or Texans. I hope the Jaguars lose on Sunday because I would love to see the Colts or Texans take the A.
That would be a nice little Shyamalan twist at the last week. They get
It's
leapfrogged.
so fun.
Yeah.
Come on, it's so fun.
Jumping into the Sunday games, the Browns are at the Bengals. Bengals by 3.5. The over-under is, in my opinion, kind of low at 36.5. I think both these squads will try to score because I don't even know about Cleveland, but they have Joe Flacco.
He's not playing.
He's not playing.
Oh, put PJ Walker in. They have him. He's even better.
None of the Browns are going to play, and Vegas is betting is handicapping it accordingly. I got in front of me right now the sorry-ass Cincinnati Bengals -7.5. I think the Browns backups are good enough to cover 7.5.
Absolutely.
This is bonkers to me. Again, this is a total kill your parlay trap bet right
also,
now.
would never bet on this game.
Yeah, I missed
Never, ever.
Miss me with this one for sure. But yeah, I'm not touching this one because, who knows who actually plays, who knows who has what incentives, how hard they're going to play. And the way Vegas is like handicapping Cincinnati -7.5, I'm just absolutely baffled. I'm not
Cleveland with the points if it's that big.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not betting this one.
I might do some prop bets on this game. They have this Pierre Strong Jr. kid. Bengals give up a lot on the run defense, so I might do some stupid prop bets on this stupid game.
Oh, that's
but I am
fun.
Yeah. But I am not betting on this game. No.
Speaking of A. Marie's heart, the Vikings are at the Lions this Sunday afternoon. Lions are favored by 3.5. The over-under
Only
is 40.
3.5?
Well, that was the open. That's what I have.
Yeah, I got 3.5.
No, it is 3.5 because
the over-under is 44. What y'all thinking?
Amory?
Okay. Nick Mullins is starting for the Minnesota Vikings, so I don't think it'll be a complete disaster as it was with Jaron Hall. I am not betting on this game either. It sounds like the Lions are starting their starters because they can play for a higher seed, as you said earlier in the show.
Right.
I'm only doing a bet on this because he just owns the Lions. He's always just insane against the Lions. So
Yeah,
take the
Aaron
over on
Rodgers.
receiving yards for Justin Jefferson.
It's like the
No,
Aaron
Aaron Rodgers
Rodgers.
owns the Bears.
Oh,
Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears, not the
Bears.
Lions.
It's Bears.
It's
Yeah.
like
Well,
that,
I mean, the whole division,
Similar.
his whole career.
It's all
but-
them, though.
yeah, mostly the Bears.
Not the whole. But
I absolutely love Detroit. I'm going to buy it down to -2.5. This is
I
one
like
of my,
that.
This is one of my favorite bets of the week. Detroit is playing in the early game. They have to win to have a chance to leapfrog Dallas, who plays in the later window. So Detroit will play their starters. They will go up big on the Vikings. The question is, do they play the second half and let the Vikings come back? I think the Detroit is going to be up like, God, I don't know, 17 at halftime. So
Vikes are gonna
Detroit
come
minus 2.5. I love it.
Pretty good. I think the
He's a
Vikings
Lion,
lose.
but not by a lot.
See,
It's really hard with the Vikes right now.
it's hard with the Vikes right now, and it's hard knowing what Dan Campbell is going to do. Like, is he complacent, like in the 3 seed? Because
Like, he needs to also not be emotional. Like when this game comes down to a field goal, just kick the damn field goal.
yeah, totally kick
and
field
win
goal,
the
bro.
game. God,
But yeah, is Dan Campbell going to at the last minute decide I want to rest my dudes for the playoffs and be content with the 3 seed, or is he going to try to
No.
go for the 2 seed?
coach
I
like
don't-
that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel what I think I know about Dan Campbell is he's going to try very hard to win this game, and they're going to go up real big, real early.
Jaguars at Titans. Jaguars, at least it opened at 3 under as a 3-point favorite. The Jaguars did, and it's an over-under of 41. And sorry, I got thrown off there on the radio. Friends of the show were just hanging all over me.
Sure.
Nice. Well, with this Lawrence being out, what's the spread again?
I got -4 in front of me.
I had -3
I like-
in front of me.
I like the Titans. I think I don't want the Jags to win, but I think the Titans can cover.
Yeah, I mean, if it was Titans,
Like, give me a Titans +4 on my parlay.
yeah, if it was Titans plus like 6.5, 7.5, I'd take the Titans for sure. But I think the Jaguars are going to scrap it up. Trevor Lawrence is going to play. They want to keep their playoff hopes alive, and the Jags will win. This is another game I'm going to buy down to 2.5 and take Jacksonville.
No. If you have it at 4, I think that's right.
Yeah, but I'm going to buy it down to 2.5. I'm not comfortable with 4. I love 2.5.
Jaguars and at the 41 over and under, you going over or you staying under?
I'm not touching over under on this game.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about
Lit.
this one. Yeah, miss me.
It all depends on Trevor Lawrence because I don't know. I can't let my money play. That's how it is. Stay away from it if you're staying away from one. But if you have to, because you're the guy that bets on every single game in one parlay, I'm telling you, take the Jaguars.
Yeah, I'm in.
But just do a money line bet. Like, I don't know.
Yep.
I cannot tell you. Jets at Patriots. The last game in the history of Bill Belichick, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gone.
Coach.
He gone. And
As
not
a
only
Patriots coach.
is this his last game, he's not going to win another game as Patriots coach. As Jets, Jets will send him off with a big old L, and he gets to throw the game. Bill Belichick is going to lose in historic fashion and laugh and laugh and laugh.
There is no way. The truth of it is Bill Belichick is going to win big. He's going to go out a winner. And then on Monday, he and the front office of the New England Patriots are going to hold a press conference where they're going to say it was mutually decided upon that he's no longer returning, and it's going to be the most admiration for he and the organization, and it's going to be perfect and fitting just like everything else in Bill Belichick's career.
I don't dislike that. But yeah, I think he loses on purpose. Why not
Nope,
sabotage it?
I was gonna say, my man is not going out on a loss.
Ooh, he's already got a losing season.
I don't know.
Already knows he's not going to be there.
So Zach Wilson gonna go off against
No, he's not. But they're going to do enough to win. Brees Hall could go off. Zach Wilson ain't.
We continue our picks when we get back from the break. The boys are live at Safe House, the intersection of Central and 7th. Come hang out with us, and we'll tell you about all the fun that we are having here. Don't forget the games we're talking about Saturday and Sunday night are right here on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Things move. Below I-25 and I-40. Paseo, Alameda, Montana. Those river crossings look good as well. You see just a little bit of a slowdown still southbound on Coors as you approach Montano. North of the city right now, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Traffic's moving up to speed in both directions. If you see an accident, call the traffic tracker 9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Well, every other state, a big game. We call it the Super Bowl because we're Albuquerque's exclusive home for Super Bowl 58.
Zero's on the clock. It's over.
For the Super Bowl. Not the big game.
The Chiefs of 57.
Ah, that feels good. Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Your home for the Super Bowl every year is 95.9 FM and AM.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax. Free number has a penalty, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Help 539-5094. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48. Know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes, and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the another day, call and 5094 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-539-5094. 800-539-5094. 800-539-5094.
Hi, I'm attorney Noe Valles with Glasheen, Valles, and Inderman Injury Lawyers. Our law firm has been handling catastrophic injury cases for over 30 years. If you or a loved one has been injured in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, our team of experienced attorneys are always available to help you. We will take immediate steps to provide you with the care and help you deserve. We win, and we win big. We are Glasheen, Valles, and Inderman Injury Lawyers. Visit us today. Come.
You gotta love the spirit of New Mexico. From its traditions, its empowering community, its culture, and to top it all off, its delicious food. And there's no better place to get all of that than Frontier. Frontier has been at the center of traditional New Mexican-style dishes since all made from scratch from the best ingredients. Don't forget the most amazing in the state. Frontier, the best place in New Mexico to enjoy incredible homemade dishes before or after UNM
Chris is going to sit in with us for a
Frontier
second.
Restaurant is proud to support our UNM Lobos.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. Here
We're using the hotspot on this, so I don't want to use it for the camera.
It's really simple. They don't care about you. Insurance companies are publicly traded companies who have an obligation to their shareholders to deliver profit.
For a minute.
Teams of investigators, adjusters, and lawyers all working against you from the moment you call them. Hurt in a wreck? Don't be a victim of the insurance companies. Call Lerner and Rowe today.
Carlos Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle.
That's my friend's mom.
Paid after betrayal.
I didn't see it coming.
Neil and
Life can be
Alex
so
Watley.
unpredictable.
That's their
After
mom.
losing my
It's
dad, it made me
creepy.
something would have happened to me. The
You
mortgage,
met Alex. I don't
car
think you know
payments,
Neil.
and all.
Alex was a guy who lived
Even
with me
things
after
that
you.
our annual summer
Motorcycle,
vacation would be on.
truck.
I had heard about
Yeah.
life insurance through Ethos.
It's uncanny.
That is
You're
her.
right.
Just looks
I knew it was time to stop
That's
putting it off
actually her.
and get life
She's
insurance
not a
right now.
70-year-old woman.
I got
so
on my
no, it's
computer
not
and went to
actually.
ethoslife.com.
It's
In
the
just
spitting
10
image.
minutes, I was
Looks,
covered.
vibe,
Boom.
everything.
Family protected. Thanks to Ethos, my family
good.
won't have to worry about
Sexually.
the bills
Yes.
if the
Sexually.
unpredictable
Check, check.
happens to me.
Yes.
Ethos,
Yeah, I put
fast
them
and
on
easy
negative. Yes,
online
check.
term life insurance. Up to
I'm
$1 million
not.
in coverage with no medical.
I'm saying sweet
Some
nothings to
policies
you.
as low as $1. Answer a few health
is the name of this
questions
new
and get your free quote
Profit
at
share.
ethos.com. That's GET.
Profit share straight bourbon.
The pH.
.com.
The home for sports. 90. 10. The Animal.
Back live at Safe House. Let's go, boys. You know, we're at the intersection of Central and 7th, parking that big old parking lot. Come over and hang out. Joining us on the program, Chris Lurig. Let's go.
baby.
Teller
What's
Vodka. Chris, welcome to the show, brother.
How are you guys?
I never complain about anything.
All right, we're good when
Never?
we're here.
Yeah.
Safe house.
All right, tell me, Chris, what have I been sipping on since 5 o'clock? What is this?
It's our brand new profit share straight bourbon.
Thank you. Thank you for putting this in my mouth.
You are so welcome.
Yes.
That's your New Year's resolution.
Just more of this in my mouth. But this has been a passion project for Teller and Safe House. It's been a whole thing. Kind of talk about the journey of getting this out, and it went to stores this week, right? And it's here at the tap. Like walk me through it.
Yeah, so I mean, when we first opened, we started aging bourbon barrels.
Yeah.
Obviously, it has to age for a few years. So that's been sitting in barrels basically since right before COVID, since we opened. So now it's finally coming of age, ready to go. So we finally bottled it and sent it out to distribution this week.
How many? It's at all the regular locations around it, Total Wine and Albertsons and all that stuff.
I mean, whoever gets it first, there's
There we
only
go.
174 cases, so it's going to sell out pretty quick.
So 174 cases in this batch, but you're not done.
No, this is just batch one.
So batch 2, batch 3, batch 4. Like, what's the ETA for this stuff coming out and coming out and coming out?
We'll probably do close to like 100 cases a month for the next year. But then after that,
let me do the math on that. So
Yeah.
that's like 45,000.
Close.
Oh.
sure,
Yeah.
science.
Yes.
But yeah, we have enough aging in barrels where we won't run out if we do about a couple barrels a month releasing. So we should have enough to last until all these barrels come of age.
So obviously we're down here at Safe House right now, which, by the way, a bunch of banger stuff going on tonight. If you're coming out to Art Walk, start it here. It's the best place to do it. But with that said, does it change how people order while they're at Safe House when you guys do a new release of something? Does
Oh, yeah.
does the behind the bar all go, all right, well, we're only invested in this one thing now.
Well, I mean, everyone's been waiting for bourbon for years from us. They've been begging for it. So now that we're releasing this, it's about to go crazy. We got bars downtown that want 20 plus cases themselves. So it should probably sell out, my guess, within like a week or so. It'll be completely sold out already.
So I got a snifter in front of me right now with a pretty decent pour of the profit share bourbon. Take the friend of the show through my journey as I'm smelling it and tasting it and sipping it. What am I smelling right now?
There's a lot of like caramel, sweet vanilla, a lot of those notes, some stone fruit.
I can smell both of those.
Yeah, a lot of it in there. We also did a high rye on it, so when you take a sip of it on the back end, there's not really an alcohol burn. It's more just like spicy rye finish on it.
So, all right. So, hey, I'm having it straight. I've been having it straight for some time now, about 90 minutes, and I'm just enjoying the heck out of it. But what if I'm a guy who doesn't want to drink it straight? Like what is it best with? Like, what do you best?
I mean, it's best however you drink whiskey.
Yeah,
but
okay.
It's really good in old fashioned. Really, really good. That high rye bourbon on it does great flavors for that. But I mean, drink it with Coke. Drink it however you enjoy whiskey.
Chris Lurig joining us. Obviously, Teller Vodka is Safe House, the intersection of Central and 7th. Come hang out with your boys. Enjoy what we're enjoying tonight. You being a part of our show is a big part of being a part of the Albuquerque community, right? You obviously the Isotopes and UNM and kind of all the things you guys are tied into. Do you have a 2024 resolution for Teller Vodka and Safe House? Is there a way that you guys are going to reach more Burqueños this year?
We have a bar in the airport that's opening.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So that will be reaching
Yeah.
a ton of people every single day once that construction's done in that TSA area.
So someone is going to come to Albuquerque for the first time, whether it's Balloon Fiesta or Duke City Championship Wrestling, and they're going to walk through the airport, and the first thing they're going to see is Teller Vodka and Safe House Distilling, and get their shot at some new profit share bourbon.
Oh yeah,
that's wild.
Ready for anyone.
Super sweet. So super sweet.
So if somebody walks into a package store or a grocery store or liquor store, they're going to see a lot of bourbons on the shelf.
Oh yeah.
What differentiates profit share?
So our bottle shape is pretty unique. It's
strong work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen many bottles ever on the market with it. I think maybe there's one other that I've seen in the United States with it. So it's a pretty small batch bottle. There's also a coin on it that kind of does a callback to Teller. It's got that all-seeing eye on the front of the bottle, so that's kind of a tie back to the vodka bottle and the vodka brand, kind of keep it all in the same house.
There you have it.
Yeah.
It's the whole world of vodka, or excuse me, it's the whole world of whiskey and bourbon here at Safe House. You've been doing some weird stuff on the weekends, man.
What do you mean?
You just got this is the entertainment spot now downtown. And it's not the traditional stuff. You're into weird stuff now.
Hey, we're a distillery. Let's
Okay,
get weird.
Yeah, when has Chris not been in the weird
Whoa,
stuff?
whoa.
Let's be brutally honest here.
But I noticed last weekend you were absent.
What was last weekend? I was at Duke City Wrestling.
That's right, you were.
I was like, where was I?
Absent from Safe House, as you were a part of our fandom at the historic El Rey Theater. You have been just the biggest proponent of Duke City Championship Wrestling. And
Oh, I love it.
yeah, you bring a million friends with you. You watched Mr. Happy lose to Thunder
Yeah,
last
that was not right. I need to call someone about that.
we came in today and we're putting up a poster for the wrestling event on the front door, and Chris comes over. He's like, "It's not high enough. It's not in the right spot. People aren't going to see it."
Yeah.
He's like, "Put 2 on there." Obviously, Duke City Championship Wrestling is an example, but the artists that you are bringing in, right? Like some of the cool events. Are people coming to you at Safe House and recognizing that this is the spot to share like the thing that they're passionate about? And how are you not just regular consumers, but your new consumers through these organizations? How are they falling in love with your brand?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of support from the public and everyone.
Yeah.
So, you know, any of the collabs we've done, the isotopes, anything like that, we've never reached out to anyone. They've all come to us. They've seen the quality of kind of what we're doing. So they've reached out to us and kind of want to be part of that and join in on that quality kind of partnership.
How are your Cowboys going to do this weekend?
I think they're going to win. Who are they playing?
That's the exact.
Well, yeah, and so this year was when the Lobos finally reached out to us. So
Yeah. Took
we're
them long enough.
we're now in the pit. We were at the New Mexico Bowl.
Yeah.
And we have a kind of cool collaboration, a new flavor coming out with them soon, sometime this spring.
No one's listening. You want to spoil it? You just want
I
to
don't know. There might be a few people listening.
Chris Lurie of Safe House and Teller Vodka. Anything we missed, brother? Or anything we didn't go over?
No, just get out there and try the bourbon.
Yeah.
It's gonna fly off the shelf. We've already seen it going crazy. We can't keep up right now. So
Love everything about
I'm grabbing one before I'm leaving tonight. Restock the bar, baby. So
yeah,
there's-
we
there's
sell it
one-
here.
There's one less.
Yeah, we have it for sale here, but then also going to independent stores across the state starting. I mean, some stores already got it today, but starting next week really will be the big push outside.
Well, and you guys know how my seasonal depression is, so I need to start drinking at home. So this seems like
Oh.
a really good go-to for me.
Well, keep you warm for the winter. It's
So
perfect on the chairlift.
So smart. I had some dental work done today. I'm a little sensitive to cold. I think this will be the drink to fix it.
There it is.
That's get dental work, drink whiskey. That is
Yeah.
that's the play.
That's all you need.
Literally, your dentist orders.
Yeah, that's what they say.
My dentist Scott is like, "Hey, Fred, just, throw one back." Chris, thank you so much, brother.
Yeah, of course.
Whenever we get back from the break, we continue our NFL picks for the weekend, and we wrap up this week in Sports Talk. Is next week. I think we have our first full week next week that we've had in like 6 months or something.
Wait, you guys are starting to work again. Congrats.
Thank you.
There might be a Lady Lobos game. I might have been lying. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. Live from Safe House, the intersection of Gold and 7th. Come hang out with your boys, and don't forget on Saturday and Sunday night, NFL football right here on the Sports Animal.
Pro football is a game,
4.5 minutes.
Thank you.
not life or death. But say that in the summer. for winter brings the playoffs and a season is at stake.
January is go home.
You know, it's been survive in advance or win and go home.
And be covered with every play.
I have to get better for my team.
This is Albuquerque's home. The NFL postseason, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animals.
You gotta love the spirit of New Mexico. From its traditions, its empowering community, its delicious food. And there's no better place to get all of that than Frontier. Frontier has been at the center of traditional New Mexican style dishes since 1971, all made from scratch from the. Don't forget the most amazing. This place in New Mexico to enjoy incredible homemade dishes before or after a UNM Lobos game. Frontier Restaurant is proud to support our UNM Lobos.
Hey, Marie.
It seems like
say hi.
everywhere you look right now, someone is sick.
Hey.
Airborne
Hello. I love your earrings.
care. Navage flushes ultra pure, refreshing saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril. Navage sucks out viruses, dust, and other airborne particles, all the stuff that gets trapped in your nose, making you miserable. Don't get caught empty-handed this winter. Get Navage, the drug-free solution that helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Even better, Navage is HSA, FSA eligible. Navage is a great way to spend those funds before they expire. Don't wait a minute longer. Buy Navage today and you'll breathe easier knowing you're putting your funds to good use. Navage is available online at Navage.com or Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-539-5094. Tax Relief Helpers provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-539-5094 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-539-5094.
You guys have about a minute and a half.
Cool.
800-539-5094.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym. Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just get the results I used to get. Could be a lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me. I've seen that on TV. Is it for real? Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean. And it's made a difference for you? Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom. Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves? Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text JUDGE to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text JUDGE to 321-321. That's JUDGE to 321-321.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
You might already know about the Acura MDX V6 engine, Seat 7. We have an announcement. We swapped that engine with a specially made 3-liter turbo V6, race-tuned steering and suspension, and for the first time, added Type S performance to an SUV. So we're just going to drop this right here. The Acura MDX and first ever MDX Type S. Acura, precision crafted performance.
Test drive your new Acura at Montano Acura today. Exit I-25 West on Montano.
This is where New Mexico comes for sport. 95.9 FM and AM 610.
Here we go.
The Sports Animal.
Boys are live at Sadie's. It's been a banger of an episode of the program. Just 30 short minutes left before we go home for the weekend, Van.
Oh, I ain't going home. We're at Safe House Distilling.
Ah,
right
good
now.
point.
You think I'm going to leave this place under my own free will? There's no way.
Good point. Falcons at Saints, man.
This one's easy for me.
Okay.
Saints got their season on the
Ooh.
line. Falcons got their season on the line. I think the Saints are the superior team. Saints easy. Easy. Obviously, like I always do, I'm going to buy half a point and get it down to -2.5. But Saints easy. No brainer.
You have it at 3.5 right now?
I got it at 3 right now. Yeah, easy.
It opened at 3. The over-under is sitting at 42. Avery, what are you thinking?
They do have a lot on the line because they're in a similar situation, the Saints and Falcons, to the Texans and Colts. Like, they're hoping Tampa Bay loses because then one of them gets in as the NFC South king. I do agree with you that the Saints are the better team, Van, especially on the defensive side. I don't know how healthy they are this week. That's the only thing that concerns me. I don't trust Arthur Smith in general. And I don't even know who's even starting quarterback this week for the Atlanta Falcons. So I'm definitely not taking the 3 points, but I'm taking Saints money line.
Yeah, I mean, that's a smart bet right there. You're not going to get hit that hard on the money line.
And Young Ho is going to.
Yeah. But the Saints have.
I think it's going to come. I think it's going to be close.
The Saints are in a unique situation where they're playing at the same time as Tampa Bay. So they have to try. They have to play hard. So I think Saints. Like,
try hard.
Yeah. Besides Detroit -2.5.
And they're at
second
home.
favorite
I like
bet.
the home team.
I don't want.
Fred?
No, I'm sorry. I don't want to put monies on the Saints because I think their quarterback sucks. I don't want to put money
Which
on.
one? They got 3 good ones. Yeah.
I don't want to put money on
Jameis
the
Winston?
Falcons for the same reason.
Taysom Hill.
They all suck. The whole team. These are 2 of the worst teams. Somebody has to win this division,
Yeah.
obviously.
Thank God for all these teams. There's 7 good quarterbacks in the draft next year. That's completely going to turn it around for all these guys.
The Saints win, I guess. They also cover. Take the over. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. That's what I'm doing, though. Ugh. Buccaneers at Panthers. 4 is what I have on the line, Van. Do you have an updated one?
I got
4.5.
I got 4.5 right now.
Over under is 37. They were upside. The Buccaneers, you recall, were upset by the Saints last week. So they need a win against the Carolina Panthers to win the division.
I don't believe the Panthers are going to dial it in because their draft pick doesn't matter. So they're going to play to win the game. They're going to work their butts off to have an upset to end the season on a high note. With that being said, Tampa Bay is significantly better. I love this.
They lost 26 rip to the Jaguars last week.
Yeah.
Even if they're not dialing it in.
Yeah.
And
Still
their
not good.
owner throws drinks for a lot of money.
Yeah. Basically, the Little John of NFL owners.
Baker Mayfield is going to play hurt, but I still don't think that affects them beating the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, that worked out so well for him in Cleveland.
Yes, he's playing with hurt ribs.
Ribs. That's why I'm doing this. Ribs.
No,
Rib
Van.
stretch.
The only thing Carolina is excited about is for the season to be over. They do not show up. It is the Buccaneers.
Is Bryce Young alive?
By a ton. It is the Buccaneers by a grip. Also, hear me out.
Grip.
If you can find any sort of future on Bryce Young next year for anything outlandish, like leading the league in passing yards or tutties or like anything, like take it right now because he's going to have a resurgent year next year. Like this learning with this crappy team thing, he's going to prove everyone wrong next year. I'm saying it right now.
I'm going the exact oppo. He is too small. If
He's
it was
so small.
if it's a flag
He can't.
football league, he would crush. He would crush. He can make any throw on the field. He's fast. He's smart. He works his butt off. Just too small. Can't see over the line.
Bears
Size does matter.
Size does matter. Correct. Ask my dating profile, Van.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Are you really 6'6"? Yes. Why would I lie about that? Size matters.
How many people have brought measuring tape to your first date?
I would assume some, but then they see me
And they're like,
they never pull it out.
never
Yeah.
mind." Unlike you.
I used to get the same thing as a woman, though.
Oh, you on your height?
Because I used to magically make every 5'8" guy 6 foot. They're like, no, you're not. They would be like, no, you're not 6 foot. I'm 6 foot. I'm like, okay, bud. Sure.
Yeah, you do the opposite on your dating profile. You're like,
I lie down.
I'm only 5'10", and you show up in heels.
I shave an inch because I feel like 6'7" is too tall. Like, I
Yeah.
don't want to scare people off.
What's the opposite of catfishing?
Yeah, same.
I got this one. Yeah, I got this one time where it was yeah, but you're only all legs. Like, what? It counts.
Yeah.
They count.
You're talking about a
It
third of my
does
body.
count. I've gotten that too.
You're all legs too, Amory.
You can't be over 6 foot tall without legs.
That's a really good point.
Weird.
Yeah, Packers -2.5
Yep.
all day. The Jordan Love ascension
Wait,
is
what?
real, and watch out to whoever has to play them in the playoffs. They've won 9 straight against the Bears. I've been a Justin Fields apologist forever. Packers are at home with their playoff lives on the line. I love this one.
I think it's going to be a lot closer than what you think, Van. I'd actually take the Bears +3, but Packers win the game. Yes, I think Justin Fields is playing for a jobby, and I think they want.
Where?
This is like their Super Bowl. This is the Chicago Bears. No, Atlanta. I don't know. He's playing for a job somewhere because
Yeah.
he's not going to be in the Chicago Bears anymore.
Sure.
But anyways, so I do think it's going to be a close game, but the Green Packers do win.
Okay. Fine. I'll change it to money line because
This
Amory
is the
said
Bears
so.
Super Bowl. This is the Bears Super Bowl. I'm telling you.
I mean, this is an exact repeat of the Packers last year. All they had to do was beat the lowly Lions last year to get into the playoffs, and they couldn't do it. Now all they have to do is beat the lowly Bears, which they have owned forever, to get into the playoffs. They changed course this year.
This is their Super Bowl.
Both of them.
Eberflus is trying to keep the job.
Totally.
Fields is trying to keep the job or at least have value when he gets moved to another one after they bring in Caleb Williams.
Right.
It all comes to an end for Jordan Love and the Packers this weekend.
Nope.
As the Bears are triumphant on the road at Lambeau. And they start their rebuild right now in Chicago.
So if the Bears win, do they keep Justin Fields?
They should.
How
I
do
don't know
they-
why they want to get rid of him in general. Projections for the draft today, because I can't believe you know how NFL is, that they're already projecting the draft. Marvin Harrison Jr. is supposed to go first overall to the Bears.
I think that's the
I thought
best.
it'd be
If
a
you're
quarterback,
keeping,
like
if you're
Caleb
keeping
Williams.
Justin Fields, what you do is you trade
his
down
boy.
1 or 2 pieces
Mhm.
to someone you know wants a quarterback, and then you
Totally.
take Marvin Harrison Jr. in the second, third,
Absolute-
fourth spot
Hundo.
because it's going to be quarterback,
100%.
There just aren't enough good ones. There's no one that knows how to coach them yet.
A lot
either.
of them are hurt.
What's that?
A lot of them are hurt as well.
Quarterbacks?
Yeah.
I might have missed the point. I'm sorry. Well, I was saying they all suck. Is that what you're saying?
You said there's not a lot of good. You're not a lot. Oh, a lot of good quarterbacks got hurt this year,
No. Like Joe Burrow got hurt. He's
and there's
one.
still a lot of good starting quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins.
Well, there's more this year than any year.
Yeah.
Fred's saying they got hurt,
Yeah,
and
it's
also
been like all
they suck.
backup quarterbacks.
Yeah, they
Kenny
all.
Pickett. Yeah. Okay.
Well, and also like Kirk. Like here's a good
I get what
example.
you're-
Like Kirk Cousins is not good, but when all the good ones aren't there anymore, he appears to be good.
Yeah.
And it's not because he is good.
So
It's because there's a lack of talent in front of him, like there has historically been. So I'll buy into the Aaron Rodgers thing. Like, cool, him getting hurt, that sucked. I'll buy into Joe Burrow getting hurt. You might have to convince me on any other quarterbacks getting
Sure.
hurt that were good before they got hurt.
Okay, let's take out the Browns.
Okay.
Take out the Colts.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Every other
Yeah,
team
yeah,
in
'cause we don't know
playoff.
Anthony Richardson yet.
Yeah.
No,
take
we
out-
don't know about him.
Take out the Browns. Take out the Colts. Every other team in playoff contention had their quarterback healthy all year. Everyone else who doesn't have a chance to get into the playoffs, every other team who's already eliminated are playing with backups or rookies.
You might be having the conversation where in the league several year Gardner Minshew is better than first year Anthony Richardson. Now down the road, I don't think that'll stand to be true, but this year I think that is a pretty safe thing to say.
Concur.
Also, Cleveland upgrade.
Yeah.
Period.
Oh, that saved him.
Just like Russell Wilson, get rid of him. Deshaun Watson, get rid of him. You made a bad decision.
Yeah.
It's going to cost you a lot of money. Get rid of him. You got to take that hit. And we all know the salary cap's not real anyways.
Right.
You just make it up and roll it over and kick the can down the road. It doesn't matter at all. Just eat that money.
Say, like, if you can't save the money, save the face.
Sure.
That's it.
Save the cheerleader, save the world.
What did you just say?
Early 2000s NBC hit series Heroes. You don't remember those commercials?
I've never watched a commercial since TiVo in 99.
I never watched the series at all. I don't know what the show's about. But the big push was save the cheerleader, save the world. And it's embedded in my brain forever now.
It's like a zombie thing?
No, like superheroes. Like they're
You got a
young,
final 3-minute break.
young hipster superheroes.
I'm in on that. We wrap up our NFL picks whenever we get back. It's 2 Men On live from Safe House. Having a lot of fun tonight. It's been really good. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
It seems
up, guys.
Now someone is sick. This year, prepare your family for airborne invaders like bacteria, pollen, and yes, germs with Navage Nasal Care. Navage flushes refreshing saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril. Out viruses, dust, and other airborne particles. All the stuff that gets trapped in your nose, making you miserable. Don't get caught empty-handed this winter. Get Navage, the drug-free solution that helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Even better, Navage is HSA FSA eligible. So Navage is a great way to spend those funds before they expire. Don't wait a minute longer. Buy Navage today and breathe easier knowing you're putting your funds to good use. Navage is available online at Navage.com or Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
You gotta love the spirit of New Mexico. From its traditions, its empowering community, its culture, and to top it all off, it's delicious food. And there's no better place to get all of that than Frontier. Frontier has been at the center of traditional New Mexican-style dishes since 1971, all made from scratch from the best ingredients. Don't forget the most amazing red and green chili in the state. Frontier, the Mexico to enjoy incredible homemade dishes before or after a UNM Lobos game. Frontier Restaurant is proud to support our UNM Lobos.
You might already know about the Acura MDX V6 engine, C7. We have an announcement. We swapped that engine with a specially made 3-liter turbo V6, race to the steering and suspension, and for the first time, added Type S performance to an SUV. So we're just going to drop this right here. The Acura MDX and first ever MDX Type S. Acura, precision crafted performance.
Test drive your new Acura at Montano Acura today. Exit I-25 West on Montano.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS started aggressive actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000, hear this because your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call tax right now at 800-539-5094. Will provide you the maximum supported by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $35.
I owed $87,000 in taxes, and it was got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
To the IRS. Don't wait another day. Call 800-539-5094 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call 800-539-5094. 800-539-5094. 800-539-5094.
Come Armchair Quarterback with the opening drive. Weekday mornings starting at 7 on 95.9.
Here we go.
We came to play. We came to play. We came to play. We came to play. We came to play.
Welcome back on the show.
We came to play. We came to play.
Week 18 picks. We continue through them. Broncos at Raiders. Broncos by 1 on the road. None of these teams are playing for anything, right? Am I confused?
No, the Las Vegas Raiders
-3.
Yeah, Raiders -3.
Moved on me.
Yeah, the Raiders can still win the division and get into the playoffs.
Is this
Isn't that right,
real?
Amory?
No, the Chiefs locked it,
Oh, excuse me.
I believe. But
What about the Los
and then you made
Angeles
me
Raiders?
second guess.
How are they doing?
Ooh.
Is it wild that Jim
Oakland? Is the Oakland Raiders got
So
a shot?
Jim Harbaugh is going to return to the
No,
NFL.
no, Chiefs definitely will.
He's going to coach the Raiders. Jim Harbaugh returns, coaches the Raiders. He's going to hire Tom Brady as the offensive coordinator.
Oh, boy.
Have Jimmy Garoppolo as the starting quarterback. I mean, this is all perfect here. All right, let's go. Yeah, Raiders at home.
Yeah, Raiders at home only for that reason. Broncos defense is still legitimate no matter who their quarterback is. But I'm the Raiders. Like, what? If you win, you get the 17th pick. If you lose, you get the 14th pick. Like, put on a show at home in the season on a high note. Raiders.
And I think players are really liking Antonio Pierce, too. So I think they're hoping he'll be found or be hired as the head coach, not whoever, Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, Raiders money line. Take the hit on the.
I don't think
the
Jim
juice.
will. Jim's not going to NFL. He's king in college football.
Mark Davis loves a big splash hire. I can
And
give
that's
you several examples in a row.
The biggest one you could hire. He's already talked to the Raiders and he's already talked to the Chargers.
If
Like,
he wins,
he's gone.
He wins the Natty
You
next
walk away.
Monday.
Yeah.
He does.
You go
He
to the
always
NFL.
talks to teams.
Yeah, but not after he's won a Natty.
Yeah, no, you have to leave Michigan whether you win or lose because you're going to have all these weird sanctions and they're going to X out the season and you have to win. You have to go out on a high note
100%.
for Wolverine fan so it's not a total loss. Because next year they're not even be able to go to a bowl
No.
game.
Eagles at Giants. Eagles favored big at home. I have 7. You guys might have more. Or excuse me, big on the road. I have
Giants. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I have 7. You guys might have more. The over-under is 45.
I got Eagles -5.5 in front of me. So I love the Eagles -5.5 and the over. The Eagles are going to put it on them because they're playing at the same time as the Cowboys. The Eagles can win, the Cowboys can lose, and they flip-flop. That's definitely something worth playing for.
There's no way the Giants will ever win. They suck so bad.
No.
This is almost a shoe-in. And if it's only
Agreed.
5 or whatever you said,
5.5 is what I have.
I mean, don't just put some money on it. Put lots of money on it.
This is probably my third favorite bet of the week.
Seahawks at Cardinals. Seahawks favored by 3 on the road.
And the over-under is 47.5.
Yep.
I like Seattle and the over here. I would do Seattle money line and the over. Arizona's got a lot to play for. Not in the playoff scenario, but they're just pride. They got Kyler Murray back. Kyler Murray's been playing very well. They're at home. Just like the Raiders, you want to end the season on a high note at home. With that being said, I'm not messing with the line. Seahawks money line and the over. A lot of points.
Seahawks on the road. Not even close. A lot of points, though.
They still have a chance with a lot of different, obviously a miracle, but they still have a chance too. A long shot by the chance in the playoff. Same.
Well,
money
it's
line.
just Packers lose, Seattle win. They're in. Isn't that correct?
Vikings have to lose too.
Oh.
Kansas City goes to Los Angeles to play the AFC team. The Chiefs are favored on the road. The over-under is too low at 36. The Chiefs will not be there. I don't know how else to say that.
Travis Kelce's going to get his 17 yards he needs, and then that's the only player that's going to play.
I want to trust the Chiefs backups, and I think the Chargers suck. Give me the Chiefs on the road.
I mean, I gotta take the Chargers here because there's no Chiefs are going to be playing. Travis Kelce's going to get 17 yards.
You better tighten it up on the.
Chris Jones is going to get his 1 sack, and then that's it.
And leave the game.
Then they're all gone.
Rams at Niners. Oh, go ahead.
No, just say the Chargers on CBS Sports says -3.5.
That's fine. So
That's wild.
Rams at 49ers. It'll be the 49ers, although it doesn't matter.
No, the Rams not only take the points, take the Rams money line. No 49ers are going to play this game.
As they're playing.
They all got the week off. And the Rams have something to play for. It is bonkers to me that the Rams aren't a favorite right now.
Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dallas Cowboys at the Washington Guardians. Cowboys are favored by 2 tutties. The over-under is 48. What do you guys think?
It's too many points.
Dallas on
it's
the
too
road?
many points.
Yeah. No.
Dallas hates the road.
Yeah, because if the Lions lose and then the Eagles are down early, they're not going to play.
Good answer.
Give me Commanders +13.
Sure. Yeah, if I had to pick, I'd take Commanders
That's
+13.
too big of a spread.
Because, yeah,
But
by
I think Cowboys win.
by halftime, the Cowboys might not have anything to play for. And they yank everybody.
Right.
Or they build up such a big lead,
Or-
they yank everybody, and the Commanders come surging back in the fourth quarter.
Mhm.
The best game of the weekend is the last game of the weekend as the Buffalo Bills travel to Miami to play the Dolphins. Dolphins are favored by 1.5 at home is what I have.
I don't like this
I
game.
don't have that.
What do you have?
I have Buffalo on the road
Oh.
-2.5.
There's news to me. Over
This
under
is for the division, guys.
of 49 for the division, as Amory points out. I got Miami.
I got Buffalo.
This is tough.
Buffalo money line.
This is tough.
Josh
Buffalo-
Allen
which
cannot
Buffalo
miss the
team are we
playoffs.
getting?
Josh Allen cannot miss the playoffs. He's must-see TV. The Dolphins are in no matter
The
what.
Dolphins are hurt. That is true. The Dolphins are hurt right now, though.
The Dolphins
But
are hurt. The Dolphins
frickin'
are in
Bills
no matter
team
what.
Am I getting? I don't like this game.
I don't like Josh Allen. I don't like the Bills. I think Miami
You
is
don't like
that
Josh
team.
Allen?
And
He's
I
so
think
adorable.
because there's primetime eyes, Mike McDaniel is very familiar with that, and he puts on a show, and his team at home sets the trend. Let's go Miami, carrying that momentum into the playoffs.
I like Buffalo, and I will be sliding that one into a couple parlays. I got skin on that one. NFL can't let Josh Allen miss the playoffs.
All of our NFL reaction and recap will be Monday as the boys are at Howie's Sports Page. We're also going to be watching the Natty Championship at Howie's. So that's going to be a lot of fun watching college football all night long.
All night.
Is that how people say it?
Yes. I mean, if you're Lionel Richie.
The following Monday, we're going to be at Howie's as well for a wild card playoff game, Van. Is that correct?
Yeah, baby.
Woo!
That's going to be very good,
It
too.
might be a Packers game, too.
That's a good
that'd
Howie's
be
crowd.
So sweet.
My favorite
That would be sweet. It's probably going to be Packers Cowboys. That'd be wild.
I mean, I said maybe. I think the thing I'm most excited about this weekend, though, is that Natty Championship on Monday. I don't think it's the football over the
Same.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a good one.
It'll be a
Well,
good one.
I'm excited about both.
Amory, you did so very good.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Kind of just threw her Friday energy to the wind. Yeah.
She brought her A game
hold
on a
up,
Friday.
hold
And that's
up.
fantastic.
We had Monday off.
Oh,
Yep.
this is
That's the
Thursday
thing.
energy.
It's Thursday.
Of course. This all makes sense.
Van, final words?
Have a safe weekend out there, friends of the show, and do not miss out on all the NFL weekend recaps on the opening drive Monday morning.
Good job, everyone. GG.
See you.